It means the world. Okay.
Put that over there.
You ready? Where's T Birdie?
Put that over there.
T Birdie! Where's T?
We're live.
We are live.
We are live,
Oh my
and we're
goodness.
still trying to find
T
everybody.
Birdie's not here yet. She's supposed to introduce us.
We don't know where she is.
Where did she go? We're gonna wait.
What's up, everybody?
We're gonna wait.
Good morning, everybody.
Start. There we go.
There
How
we
are
go.
you guys doing today? We have finally made it to the
We made
fourth OMG.
I know.
Okay, so we are here at Buku Blends. We have finally made it to the fourth. And first of all, of course, we want to thank God for being here and for the availability to do what it is that we do. And we give God the glory for it all. At this time, I would like to introduce y'all to the James and Selene show. We have Mr. James Ami and Miss Selene Thibodeau, Chavez, Thibodeau.
You know,
I always screw it up.
Us Mexicans have like 100.
Well, we
Yeah,
got like 27 names, you know.
So we
That's
combine
usually how
together.
it goes.
So anyway, welcome.
There
Welcome.
you
We
go.
are live
We are live.
at Buku Blends, downtown Iota, Louisiana. We are having a blast. We have a full. This place is full. Every table's full.
Really nice. Let me
Wow.
tell you. So while Mr. James and Tammy are starting to tag everybody, if you guys can do us a favor and start tagging all your friends, because I know everybody has at least 5 friends they can tag. Again, we are live streaming from Buku Blends here in the big town of Iota. We're going to go over a few rules and all that good stuff just because we have to. We have no choice. This is a show that's over 18 because it is on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks to Mr. James. Thanks to Tammy that's getting all our mics and everything, our equipment together. We're going to have an amazing show today. We're going to be live streaming. So anything that happens on this show today, it is live. We can't go back and we can't take it back. We just say what we have to say.
What you do, you do.
That's literally,
What it is,
literally,
it is.
literally.
And once it's out there for good. That's anything online. So, you know, y'all know that. Don't ever put anything online that you never want anyone else to see because it is gone. It is out there.
Because let me tell you, I found a video of myself doing the Tootsie Roll back in the days, and I was going, that was me. Damn.
Did you
and
do
I can
that?
still do the Tootsie Roll. So with that being said, make sure that you guys are giving
T-Birdie, we need you to scoot down a little bit because you
good.
are deliberately trying not to be in that camera. You see that, right?
So with
I'm
that
good where
being
I'm at.
said, we would like
Thank you.
to let everyone know that Miss Heather unfortunately was unable to be here. I don't know if you guys know, but she's a social worker and she's around a lot of people. Unfortunately, she got ill and it happened, so she had to cancel. But we're going to
Get
be
well
having
soon.
Literally, we sending prayers to you. Get well soon, but
Get well soon.
But-
We're still going to have a great. Oh, look, we are
already
getting,
are
look
we
at
there?
this.
Oh, are
we
we
are
there?
there.
Are
We're
we there?
getting
Come on
there.
So
Come on down.
while you're letting them know anything that else is going on, I'm going to go ahead and tag our special friend from
Absolutely.
somewhere else that we're going to be having. Hopefully, we're going to be able
Oh,
to have
yes.
one.
But you want to get her in?
Please,
Good
let me
morning,
try.
Desi. How are you
There
this
you
morning?
go. There you go.
Love you, girl.
Make sure that we
Give
tell
my baby
everybody-
kisses.
All right.
Everyone that has to be
Hey,
here, we're gonna be
Justin.
again, we are live streaming.
Justin, you're supposed to be here this morning.
Justin, where are you actually? Really, where are
Nobody
you?
would let him leave.
Oh,
His
boo.
wife wouldn't let him leave the house. That's probably what happened. He's usually in trouble.
Boo. Boo,
We
boo,
have
boo.
Christina watching.
Hey,
from
girl.
Downtown Eunice.
Okay, so
Look, Justin's on the. He's in there.
well,
He's not here, but he's here.
He's there.
He's here in spirit.
So I do have some exciting news. I have a young man here. Let me first, before we bring him in and introduce him in.
Well, hold on. If we're sounding good, if you can see us fine, send us some hearts. If you can hear us good, send us some hearts. Justin, your wife never sends you to pick up groceries. You go to pick up soup, you go to pick up a can of soup, and you end up with a bottle of expensive whiskey. Don't even play.
Oh, y'all already.
So if you can see us good, if you can hear us good, send us some hearts. Miss Selene, she can't handle thumbs up. She has issues. It
I
gets
do.
deep,
But guess what? I got
She's
my
talking. She's
medicine.
going to therapy
Just to
over
let
it. So,
y'all know.
at some point that may be able to change. We may grow up.
Maybe.
But until then,
Mr.
send us some
James,
hearts.
I don't want to grow up. I really realize you guys that have become adults. No.
It sucks. It's not great.
Not me, baby. I
I'm telling
realize
you.
that. Nope, not me.
Yeah, growing up is not great.
No, I was
Like-
looking at bills and stuff like, so I gotta work. And then when
Yeah,
get a
you got to
check.
pay bills. Like growing up and paying bills is not great unless
No,
you're
but
rich.
the thing is, you get a check, and by the time you're finished with it,
You don't have a check. You work to pay bills, and you
what happens?
You work to live.
Literally,
well,
literally.
you work to live to work.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Literally.
Literally.
So with that being said, I do have a couple. So I was going to tell you guys. You guys see that we don't have any written.
No, we're
Everything-
just here. We're live.
This is what it's about.
That's what
the
we do.
James and Selene show, real heart talk. Like we just.
This is not scripted.
No,
Whatever
no,
comes
no.
out is straight from the heart.
So with
That's
that
what we
being
do.
said, we have a couple of
That
people.
could be scary at times.
Well,
Just saying.
Just
you
like
know.
that, just like that other night where he went out and didn't tell me, and he was out till 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just saying, David went out, didn't tell us where he was going, and Divine went out. They
Yeah,
said,
but you don't
even
tell.
Divine
You don't be
went out
telling
and
everybody
didn't
what
say
you're doing at
anything.
that point.
I need to know where y'all are at all the time. I'm just saying. So listen, I have a couple announcements before we bring on our first guest.
Yeah. What you got?
With your permission, and the reason I'm doing this is because I had to make sure that I write it down because I told myself I would not forget because this is truly important.
Okay.
I do have some of the family here as well. Our show, it's not about a popularity contest. Now, y'all got to pardon me because y'all know Miss Lean's going to keep it 100. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. We, as a team, we're here to help everybody. That's just what we do. If you have something going on and you want us to share it or what have you, all you got to do is send it to us. You don't have to just send it to me. You can send it to Mr. James. You can send it to Tammy.
Or you can email it to
Email
us.
it.
JamesSeleneShow@gmail.com.
Say it again because you know I always forget.
JamesSeleneShow@gmail.com.
Like, literally, just like that.
Yep.
You don't have
No
to
ifs,
spell it to
ands, or
me,
buts.
Literally. But this is truly important to me, and I am, pardon, I'm sorry.
You're just knocking everything
I know.
over. You're talking with
So,
your hands and knocking everything over.
I get excited when it's time to
I
start
know.
helping people. So I know I'm gonna interrupt you. Divine, David, Alina, I love y'all. Thank y'all for your support. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, love y'all.
Y'all have a good night.
Divine is gonna be treating all of us to a steak dinner for her next check. Okay, because she's working all this.
I think that was a negative right there. She said no. She said she was going to bring the bread for the next steak cook-off. She was going to bring the garlic bread.
Okay, so back to reality, and this is the truth.
We have to go back to reality?
We have to. We have
I don't
no
want
choice.
to do that.
For some reason, this year has started off with no, not for some reason. It just happens. Life is just life. And there is a young lady that is asking for help for her brother. And let me tell you about Miss Sarah Foreman. I will be the first to tell you, Miss Sarah Foreman was right there when I found out that I had breast cancer. That woman took time, along with my sister-in-law, to go to MD Anderson to stay there for my entire surgery, and then they drove back home. That means a lot to me, Mr. James.
Correct.
And so that's why I always tell you, I asked Miss Sarah, and I do have the permission. Miss Sarah has put a GoFundMe. I don't know much about those. I truly don't, but I'm asking if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, because we all know somebody. If you have a little extra, I know that you guys were all looking forward to income tax because it's about that time or what have you. But if you have a little extra, let me tell you, I just found out that her brother, I thought he was doing really well, but found out that he had to go back. I guess it was an accident. I don't know the whole details or whatever because I don't get into that. But I know when I seen that someone needs help, that's where I'm at, and I think that's where you guys are as well. But Miss Sarah Foreman has started a GoFundMe for her brother, and if I'm saying his name wrong, I'm so sorry, but it says Dalton. Oh, I did it right. There you go, Mr. Dalton Foreman. Let me tell you something. I don't really know you like that, sir, but I can tell you we hold a organization called Angels Among Us. I have tried to get a hold of Miss Sarah, and I'm going to try it again, but if you get a chance, anybody, and I really am very serious. If you get a chance to get out there and help, even $1, $5, everything adds up, and that's the truth.
That is true. So we'll go ahead and post that onto our Facebook page as soon as we get a free moment to do that.
As well.
And if you can help, and if you can't help, say a prayer.
Literally.
Keep them in your thoughts.
That's literally all you
Whatever you believe in, go for it.
pretty much.
Good
And,
thoughts, good vibes, good
like I
spirits,
say,
great prayers.
Miss Sarah Foreman is one of those. She's so damn hard headed. I'm going to be very honest with you because she drops everything for everyone, and
I completely understand.
now it's her brother, dude. Like
Yeah.
she's gone through a lot, and she's always trying to help, and I admire you for that.
I got one more to add to that.
Yes, please.
Danny and Sheila, their son, is going through a tough time. We're just going to leave it like that for now. So thoughts, prayers, vibes, whatever you do, send it their way. Sometimes life hurts, and you have to bounce with it and continue going. So just say some prayers for Landon.
Literally.
I have one to add.
Yes, please.
I would like to add all the folks in New Orleans.
Yes, absolutely. That I've seen so much information on that recently. We really don't know exactly what's going on or what's happening, but all of those people didn't deserve that. So keep their families, those that were there, the trauma. I mean, that's something really hard to go through, and not everybody can get through that.
We will never understand how a person can say, hey, I'm going to get up this morning and I'm going to go ahead and go kill so many people.
Right. Well, and then it affects the families. It affects the hundreds or thousands of people that were still on the streets during all of that.
I know.
I saw a footage from a coworker that went to New Orleans for a different situation after the fact. And, they're writing on the walls of the businesses. They're spray painting, people's names that, are no longer with us. And then, it's out there. This really affected a lot of people's lives.
It did, and in different ways. And I was going to tell you the last one that we're going to be saying, and then we're going to go ahead and move forward because we're going to get some happiness in our lives. But
we got lots of happiness. We're going to have a great day today.
My best friend over 30 something years, and that's the truth, Deborah Feathers, her son's fiance just found out she was diagnosed with cancer, and there is a GoFundMe to donate and support Jasmine's fight against cancer, organized by Jasmine herself. She is a young lady. She's still in college, and she's engaged to my nephew. So again, they're fighting this together, and that means a lot, and that's the truth. So I know that we were going to be starting with our first guest, but did we want to start with Notorious first so he can start getting ready, or how are we going to do it?
You know what? We can do that. That way I'll step out, get them set up, and then I'll make sure that everything is sounding good. Y'all want to go on first?
Yes. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, so listen.
No worries. We'll go afterwards.
And again, we're going live, and this is what we're going to be doing. This is why it's called live streaming.
Yeah, we're just figuring out as we go, you guys.
Would give me the opportunity, and it would be my honor to introduce our first guest. And the only way that I can say it, now that he's going to be smiling because I'm looking at him right now. This is the only way that I can say about Mr. Jonathan. When I found out that I had breast cancer, and we were doing something, Mr. Jonathan messaged, hey, what can I help? Well, Mr. Jonathan has his own story to tell. And we had put something together for him. And to me, it just wasn't enough. But again, that's just me. So with that being said, Mr. Jonathan has a story to tell to us today.
Yes,
and
we're ready to hear it too. This is going to be awesome.
This man decided, because I love people to say, hey, listen, you want to do this? Hell yeah, I want to do it. That just says a lot about a person. But anyway, please help me welcome Mr.
Jonathan Scheck-Snyder.
Say it again.
Mr. Jonathan Scheck-Snyder. Thank you for being.
Give it up for my friend. Come on now. There you go. There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Jonathan. We appreciate you. And there's a
Thank you
camera
for
right
meeting
there.
us
Yeah.
here.
Hey, what's
Buku
up?
Blend.
Thank y'all for inviting me.
Literally.
Not a problem.
We always give everybody the opportunity to introduce themselves because we don't know you. You know yourself. So you let us know who you are, and then we're going to start asking questions because he's nosy like that, Mr. Jonathan.
Jonathan Scheck-Snyder. I'm just an average guy. I mean, I work, got a family. That's basically everything.
Pretty much it.
Yep.
Pretty much it. I know that Mr. James is going to get an opportunity to get to know you as well. But Mr. Jonathan went through, was it colon cancer first?
Rectal cancer.
Rectal
cancer, wow.
yes. And let me tell you, Mr.
That's
James,
horrible.
you would know this man.
No, you would never have thought it.
Well,
no.
He's Let us know what you're going through now, because again, that's not my story. So
I started with rectal cancer, and then I still have rectal cancer. They removed the first part of it, but it spread to my lungs.
Oh my
so
goodness.
now I'm going through trying to get it removed out of my lungs.
That's rough.
So
let me tell you, I admire you, because not many people can do what you do, sir, and that's the truth.
And still walk around with a smile on their face.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
it's hard.
Yes, it is.
There's no doubt in my mind that this is hard.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been fighting this?
I was diagnosed the first go round in 2021 in May, and then I went through 2 or 3 rounds of chemo different times. I went through radiation. They finally removed it around September of 2022.
3 years in fighting and still walking around with a
Yes,
smile
sir.
on your face. You know, that's a blessing all on
Very
its
first
own.
surgery in my life was 18 hours long to remove this. And,
Wow.
it was a long surgery.
That's intricate and very detailed for a surgery that long.
Yes. And then I was clear for about a year and a half, and then I found out I had it again. And
how'd you feel whenever they told you had it again?
It was horrible.
Where did your mind go?
To the worst, always.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
You just automatically assume the worst. Like,
always.
Agree.
And how long ago was that?
May of this year is when they told me the second time, and then May of 2021 was when they told me the first time.
So May's your month?
Yes.
So you never know.
The first time was 6 days before my birthday. This time was 6 days after my birthday. So
this May coming up, we're gonna pray for
we're gonna have a dance.
a better outcome.
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna have some good news.
We're going out.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast.
We're to go out now. Wow, because I can tell you, I've always wanted every person that I meet that we talk about cancer or what have you. It is true, Mr. Jonathan. The first thing you think is like, am I gonna die? What am I gonna tell my? Because I did. That's. If you would have told me different, Mr. Jonathan, I would have said you lie.
No.
You was a liar, because it's hard. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know his story, but I will just say from just being a guy, especially from this area. Now, I don't know your story, your background, your family, but traditionally, most men, especially from this area, we're taught to grow up, suck it up, and don't show emotions.
Exactly.
So, you know, I really understand how hard this can be on ladies, but it's okay for y'all to cry. We're taught from a child to just not cry, to not show emotions. So whenever you're dealing with something that hard, on top of that, you don't know how to really react, because you can't just sit there and cry, because you've been instilled your entire life to not be that person, to not show emotions, to just grunt your teeth and just get it done. I don't know if that's your life or not, but it's pretty close to it, right?
Yes.
You know, all field of construction work. And, you know, when you're already fighting a battle and you go do a physical job,
literally,
it's hard.
Agree.
You know, kudos to you, man, for being able to smile and move around, because it's hard.
Like
you know, nobody wants to talk about like depression coming with, you know, a sickness or cancer. But the reality is a lot of guys hold it in. And then before you know it, you know, they're contemplating being unalive, just simply because they don't have an output. They don't have anywhere to talk about. They don't know who to talk to.
That's right.
And then if someone tells you to go to therapy, well, then there's so much negative thought process between telling somebody to go to therapy. You know, going to therapy is no different than going to get your foot checked whenever you stepped on a rusty nail. You know, it's still part of your body. It's still an illness that needs to be worked. It needs medication. It needs to, you know, it needs to be healed.
Literally.
Yes, sir.
And I can add raising a child on your own. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, see,
By
even
himself.
that was just wild.
So
you know,
I always wanted to ask, how did you go about telling your family? Because I couldn't do it. I cried.
I was
like, I don't go tell my kids.
I was just up front with them, and I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen, so I just told them I had cancer. And
do you remember who you told first? Because it was Mallory. It was Mallory in Oklahoma.
It's probably my sister Carla first.
Yeah,
that was probably the first one.
Are you close with her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and both of my sisters.
No, she's not here, but let me tell you, his sister Renee is, and I can tell you this. This is why I told you, you have the most amazing family, Renee. wanted her up here, but you know how your sister is all shy like Tammy. But that's a hard.
Yeah, Tammy's ducking out of that
Yeah,
camera,
she
just to let
is.
y'all
That's
know
what she's
she's doing
doing.
that
She's all
on
like, I'm
purpose.
singing this song.
So don't think of there's not a camera issue, there's a Tammy issue. But we'll get back to this.
Literally. So, did you have to have chemo, radiation? Did you what was the process of, or you're still doing that now?
Yes,
Or
I'm going through chemo right now. Actually, I got to do it my next round Monday, and I'll go to the surgeon the 27th to see if they're going to remove part of my lung, or if they're going to leave it, or what they're going to do
my
with it.
father-in-law lived with one lung for a really, really long time, but he lived.
Yes.
And that's what I'm loving about you, Mr. Jonathan. That's the truth. Again, Mr. James and Miss Tammy are getting a chance to know you, and we hope that you get a chance to come back on the show because I really love your story. I do.
The human body is very resilient. We're able to continue on with, half of our organs or part of our limbs. It's strange how people can survive going through the hardest things.
That's right. That's right.
God bless you, man.
When is that next surgery?
I don't know the exact date on it yet, but I have to talk to them the 27th of this month to see when they're going to do it.
We will be sure to be saying extra prayers.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know.
On the 27th.
That way,
yes.
give us a reminder right before the 27th. And I'll tell you how we believe. And regardless if you believe the same or not, it's coming from a positive place. But me, Miss Selene, Tammy, we'll get together. We'll say some extra prayers for you.
I appreciate
it. We'll stand with Jesus for you, man, because we're hoping for a great outcome. And regardless of what happens, we're hoping for a good outcome.
Yes, sir.
So some great news, and and the young lady, Miss Heather, that wasn't able to be here today, Mr. Jonathan, you don't know this, and you're gonna get. And regardless if you get mad at me, it doesn't really matter because this is who I am, and I think you know who I am, but. I can speak for Tammy and I can speak for Mr. James. We're going to be putting something together for you. And whatever that envelope brings to you, Mr. Jonathan, you deserve it and you deserve more.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I like to get with you so you can give us your Cash App or all this crap that everybody's doing now, whatever it is. Well, it's because
there's Bimbo or Zelle.
Many of them now.
I don't understand. Again, I went to school with Jesus, so I know how to push the damn thing, but you never complain, Mr. Jonathan. And I just want to say thank you for that because I'm a complainer. I am a complainer. And that's why I messaged you. I messaged this man so much. I'm like, hey, I'm here to bug you. And he's like, what do you need, Miss Selene? For him to offer, hey, listen, if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I mean, you may not know me like that, but I'm here to talk. That means a lot to me. I just want you to know that.
Yes,
that means the world to me. But Miss Heather did fall ill today and she wanted to talk to you, meet you and things like that, but we've already spoken. The only thing that we need to do is get a date and we want to get with you because we want to make sure that you have competition for jambalaya.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want you, you got competition, Mr. James.
Hey, we could do a cook-off. You never know.
Mr.
If you ever get in a bind, we'll do a competition cook-off and sell plates. I'm not ashamed.
Yes, sir.
We'll get you going, baby.
Yes, sir.
That I am not playing the jambalaya.
Yeah, we'll get together. We'll just cook up some jambalaya together and just have a great day. There's nothing wrong with that.
We want to definitely get together with you because you deserve this and you deserve more than this.
Miss Monica had hopped on, but I muted her. Miss Monica, I did mute your mic when you popped on. So if you want to come on and just wait, we can do that. Or as soon as you're ready, we'll get you to log back in. No worries. I can control it from this side. Everything's good.
So we do have a very special surprise. We would love for you to sit with us for just a second so I can tell everybody what's going on.
Yes,
so as you all know, Mr. James, myself, and Miss Tammy, and a few others, I've been living my life, Mr. Jonathan. I think you've seen that. I've been living my life, and I'm so thankful that I've met people that want to live their lives with me. And so New York is a place that I am looking to even reside into. I am loving New York. But one of my dearest friends, Jazz, your parents in London are actually going to be coming on because they wanted to wish us well and stuff. And so we're going to have her on hold. But I think that is her that is messaging me. I don't want to be rude and look at my phone.
No, that's okay. Well, I saw her pop
he
on.
He just went backstage. I'm mean to wait. Okay. Sorry, not sure what I need to do.
Just tell her to log in and I'll bring her into the show.
You can go ahead and log in. We're going to bring you in the show now. We're going to finish up with Mr. Jonathan, but he's going to stay with us. So go ahead and log back in and we'll bring you on, Miss Monica. So we're going to be having a very
So
special
yes, we are live and we're doing everything here. So
again, you have to forgive us because everything is live streamed. So words to a man, because men don't like to go to doctors. I have one. Do I have one?
Yes, you
I
do.
have one that doesn't want to go get his results and stuff right now. And so I'm fighting with my husband with this. Like Mr. James said, you guys are taught to suck it up, be men. Any advice that you could give to any man that needs to go get this checked out? Because I'm telling you right now, it was wonderful for them to take my boobs, but I shouldn't have missed my appointment. But that was my fault.
Yes.
Again, any words of wisdom, let's say.
Go to the doctor, get plenty of checkups, get it taken care of fast, because I waited too long and my outcome was worse. It could have been a lot better if I'd have went sooner.
What were the signs? How did you know like something was not right?
Just hurting. I'd hurt down there and passing blood. Things like that.
Yeah.
I just waited, saying, "Oh well."
Well, you saying it'll just be a polyp or
Yeah.
just a little tear, or
Yes.
maybe I eat something that was too spicy. Let me adjust my diet
Yes,
before
sir.
I go see the
Exactly.
doctor. I get it. I
And-
completely
And
understand.
it wound up not being that. So
Right.
if I would have went earlier, it would have been a better outcome than what it was.
So listen up, gentlemen. Go get checked out.
Literally.
Get
Yes.
checked regularly. Do what you got
Literally.
to do. It's a whole lot better to get it as early as possible. That way you can deal with it.
Literally.
If you wait too long, then it's a worse outcome and it's harder to deal with what you have.
I just thank God that you have a family that really, really supports
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
I mean, you have a badass family.
My
sir.
family has my back every time.
Lily.
Give it up for family.
Hey!
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. So thank you again so much for joining
ma'am.
us, Mr. Jonathan. We appreciate your story. We hope that you come back because
There
she is. So listen, please help me say thank you to Mr. Jonathan first.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
Thank you.
So you want to introduce Ms. Monica? Go ahead. Tell everybody who this beautiful woman. Thank you, sir.
Well, I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Monica in Connecticut, a couple of months ago. We had a blast.
Yes.
How are you? Straight from the UK, downtown London.
Hi, girl. I didn't get to meet you, but next time.
Oh, you too.
Oh, wait, hold on. The cameras are acting. Why is that camera acting?
Well,
up like
because
that?
it's
I know, I
split
can't
screen.
see
That's
it.
all it is.
No.
Yeah, we just have a split
Can you
screen.
help us with the camera? Because look at the way it's showing.
I think.
Yeah, just adjust the camera. We're going to adjust the camera real quick.
You're looking beautiful.
Oh, thank
There.
you. I wasn't ready for this video, so I do
There.
apologize.
There we go. So what time is it in London?
I'm 5:26, and I'm actually sitting with my friends who are going to wave to you so they can hear you what you're saying. And there's my hubby. There's Joanna.
Hey,
Look
So
how beautiful
they
that
are
house is.
listening.
that
They
is
are
gorgeous.
listening.
You have a lovely home.
Oh, no,
So we
I'm at friend's house.
Okay, so listen, we want to make sure we tell you thank you so much from every single breast cancer survivor and anybody that is going through it. Would you please tell us what you did and why you did it?
And how long you did it for.
Your story.
Yeah, we want to know how long you did it
you
for,
gotta
too.
introduce yourself too.
So I haven't been affected by cancer myself, but I've just had so many friends that I know that have been affected by cancer, that I want to just do something from myself to, appreciate the hard kind of journey that I had to go through. So I ended up skipping for the whole month, for the cancer research and collecting money. And just, so I did that for whole of October, and I skipped every day in a different place to make a bit more fun. So obviously, not just to kind of do kick off, as I wanted to put a bit of heart to it and a bit, just get more donations. And and I was skipping when I met you guys in October, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
You sure did. So how many skips did you do total?
Well, I skipped every day and minimum 100 skips. So that's, I don't know.
100 skips a day. So on our side of the pond, we would call that jumping rope.
Jumping, yes.
Yeah.
So
jump rope.
every day she
Yeah.
jumped 100 skips
Yes, I
That's
do.
and recorded herself, posted it online. That way to inspire others to donate for cancer relief, cancer research,
Yeah.
cancer survivors.
Well, we
Yeah.
thank
Amazing.
you. We thank
Yeah.
you for that because let me tell you something. You really, I tried to skip with you. I tried. I just didn't
We
really.
have footage of that
I
actually.
forgot how to
We're going to be
jump rope.
posting that
I
soon.
literally forgot
Oh,
how
that's
to jump
amazing.
rope. I believe that.
But
I
you
would
know
have never
what?
been able to do it myself.
But it was, I feel like I haven't done enough, to be honest with you. So I am thinking about what can I do this year a bit more challenging. I haven't come up yet with not I just want to, like, skipping is I'm quite sporty, so obviously skipping wasn't as hard for me perhaps as for other people. So I felt like it was something obviously I did, and I don't want to take that away from myself. But this year I'd like to do something a bit more harder, I suppose. I don't know yet what. As soon as I know, I share that with you guys. But
That is so cool.
yeah, I just
Now,
think
I
it's
don't know.
important to kind of
It's-
raise awareness. Yeah, because we
I
don't have
love
to
it.
get to the
I
point where we don't have a breast or we don't have, whatever, have
Correct.
operation until we start shouting about it. So, I think that's why I've done it. So.
Well, we appreciate you. I
We
consider
do.
now. I don't know if you know that Miss Monica is also a motivational coach.
A
Wait,
life coach.
No, a life coach.
I
She
did.
is a
I
life
did.
coach.
I did a little bit of background search, and I
Oh, you went
actually added
looking.
her on LinkedIn and Facebook. So if I'm not mistaken, it's a life motivation coach.
So transformation coach, that's how the
Transformation.
journey kind
Okay,
of
I
for
was
life coaching
close.
started. Yeah, you were. But I kind of now specialize in working with people through, that going through breakup or divorce or kind of any relationships trouble. Could
Yeah.
be, any relationship, even with the children
Right.
or
Regardless if it's
communication.
romantic or friendship or
Oh, I
family,
like that.
parents.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that crazy that we truly all need someone like you?
Oh, I
We
agree.
act like we don't. I can tell you, I do see a therapist because that's just me. I need that.
Well, we all need someone to talk to,
I
regardless
really,
if it's someone you
I'm
pay
very
for,
proud
a
of you. I'm so
friend,
glad. I'm so
someone
glad.
that just holds your information, a family member, a brother, sister, parent. You have to let it out. You can't just walk around and hold it all in. Otherwise, you're going to self-destruct. At some
Yeah.
point, that bottle pops open and it's all going to come out. And then, depending on how long you've been holding it in, determines how
Literally.
erupted it actually is into your life. Because sometimes it all comes out, and then next thing you know, you're trying to rebuild relationships and friendships just
Literally.
because you've held it in for too long.
For so long, but I'm so glad that you took this path. I really am. I am really so proud of you. So for most of you that don't know, her daughter, Jazz, is a soccer player, very great, amazing soccer player, and we became friends. And I am that mama bear that makes sure that they're away from home, and so they come and play soccer here in the United Kingdom. And what if something was to happen to her? Her mom's all the way over there. So it's like I became Mama Bear. We just became good friends. And now we're all going on an adventure to come see you soon. So
Yes, absolutely. We're going to have a blast in the UK
I know. I'm
I
really
can't wait.
excited.
this year.
Where's Mr. Gretsch? We're gonna get him a truck. We already said we're gonna buy him a truck.
Well, maybe after this year, he wants to come over. We're going to have a crawfish ball and go drive cars.
Oh yes, that would be amazing.
Can I just
So
say that the whole journey of, like, I am obviously Polish, I live in UK, then my daughter is going to, Louisiana, and there I am meeting you in Connecticut, a few years later, and now James as well, talking to you like overseas, that we have this friendship. I just find this so powerful and so amazing and so touching. And this is why I love working with people and helping people to kind of thrive and, not be stuck in where they are and just keep moving forward before they get stuck. So hence why I was keeping before, getting into kind of trouble with cancer, if I can say it that way. You don't wait for something to collapse before you
Right.
start rebuilding it. So, yeah.
Well, it's unique that, we are in Louisiana right now. We're in Iota, Louisiana. You're in London.
Yeah.
And we just made this big world a whole lot smaller because we met each other. We've been friends. We inspire each other. And that's what the world's about. I really believe that's what humanity is about, because humanity was built, it was designed, regardless of what you believe and by who, we're not going to go there, but it was designed to actually be a community. Humanity was not designed to be isolated. They were designed to work together in packs. And this is what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to inspire and uplift one another. When we're having a bad day, we have to pull each other up. And when we're going through tough things in life, regardless if it's a divorce or cancer or just having a bad day, a death, grief is hard to deal with. That's what we're designed to be here. We're designed to actually be here for one another and to uplift and hold each other up, inspire each other to be better people.
Exactly. And that's why I love you guys. So yeah. And I keep saying to, really appreciate this connection in a way, it's so important. And yeah, privilege.
I won't be able to make Jazz's graduation, but we're going to see each other in July.
Oh, July, we're going to have a blast.
Can't wait. I really can't wait. We can't wait to get down there. But I will tell you this, we would love to have you again.
We'll do a whole show.
I do.
We have the equipment set up now. We know how to do it. We could do a whole show with you. We'll have fun.
You really have something to say. You really have something to say. And when I find something that's to heart, I will invite you back. Because if I don't, then be like, Miss Selene didn't like me. Yeah, no. But I really feel you have something to say. And we would love to have you back on whenever you get a chance.
I'd love to come on your show and spend some more time with you.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Much love to you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, appreciate this.
So you said hello, okay?
Yes, will do. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so listen, we're gonna fix our camera back. Thank you so much again.
We'll have to
I
adjust
so
that.
appreciate. So, are we going to be having? Look, she's looking at me like, "Damn, am I next?" You ready? Come on, come join us. So she is the manager that's doing the hostess with the mostest here at the
Buku.
Go ahead, Tammy.
Buku Blends.
I love
Buku Blends.
Little boy.
And I'm not doing Buku Cup. I'm doing
No,
Buku Blends.
No, we're not. Come on. Get ready. She's like, dang it. And you're not gonna be like Tammy, are you?
Hey,
like,
girl.
Hello. Okay.
Baby.
So welcome to the James and Selene Show.
Thank
Real
you
hard
for
time.
having me.
You can introduce yourself and just let us know.
Okay, I'm Ellie Rapon. I'm the manager here at Buku Blends in Iota. I need questions, Miss.
Okay, I got your questions. Let me tell you. What is the best drink you sell here? What's the best one? Like you're like everybody comes and buys that.
Everybody. Okay, so most popular right now would probably be our Mardi Gras drinks. The Throw Me Something Mister is always our popular Mardi Gras drink.
The Throw Me Something Mister. I don't know what they
throw me. It's cold. It's one of our loaded teas.
Okay.
It's blue raspberry, pineapple, and watermelon, I think.
Oh, that sounds good. I may order one.
And of course, my favorite part is the caffeine.
Well, of course.
Everybody
we
can
need,
use extra
we need some extra caffeine in our
we
life.
had a young lady make us. What was the name of them? I forgot.
The creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Latte.
Oh,
Creme
snap.
brulee.
Shout
That was
out to-
good.
Yes.
And I've had a blue lemon drop loaded tea.
You heard that, right?
This is beautiful.
Now,
delicious.
yesterday, Notorious and his manager Josh had a Mardi Gras something.
Mardi Gras Mambo?
I don't know what it was, but it was a bunch of stuff with a bunch of stuff in it, and they drank it really fast. And they're like, "Yeah, this ain't Houston crab haze or something." I was like, "No, honey, you in Louisiana."
That's right. We're
so
a little different.
we thank you so much for letting us host our show here.
Yes,
We
thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much.
Really, really do.
It's our
I'm glad
pleasure.
that you weren't getting shy, girl. I was like, come on, everybody. Listen, once you get on here, you're not gonna want to get off. You're like, let's do it again.
I'm
Let's
just
do
to
it again.
pretend like we're having a conversation.
Well, that's all
It's on
it is,
camera.
and that's all we're
That's-
doing. We're just
that's
recording.
literally, so like, they're gonna freak out because they're gonna be like, "What are they doing? Are we walking in sleep?" Told you. Like, come on in. We're just come on in. They're open. No, go ahead. Go ahead. So, with that being said, everybody get your little tickets. We're gonna go ahead and pull.
Oh, we're about to draw.
Listen,
4 names.
we have.
Turn it around for the mic to
We
see.
have.
Oh.
Miss Kelly from Shawnee Styles, which is right across
The street, downtown
has
Iota, Louisiana.
donated a gift certificate for a manicure. We so appreciate you. I know you guys are thinking, "Oh, is that it?" Yeah, that's big.
That
We
is
donated.
big.
We appreciate you. So we're gonna pull the first one first, and then we're gonna kind of keep going down the line because we actually have 4 gifts to give away. Thank you so much for your 25. They gave us a $25
Oh,
gift card.
wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
And then of course, Miss Shawnee herself did give
Oh.
a haircut. So there you go. And your company,
Basic Supply in
Basic
Lafayette.
Supply in Lafayette, donated. My husband wants one of these. It's a battery maintainer.
Correct.
That's pretty bad.
So motorcycle, ATV,
ATV,
lawnmower.
that's why
Yes.
you wanted it.
So what it does, it hooks up to the battery and it keeps the battery charged without
that's
going
why
dead.
you wanted it.
Right,
But we
right.
don't qualify for it, so too bad. So y'all
No,
want it,
you
y'all
don't
want it, everybody
qualify. He'll
want
have to go buy his own from Basic
Literally,
Supply
too bad.
downtown.
They got the first
Cameron
ticket
Street.
for a free manicure from Miss Shawnee's.
There we go.
Only one ticket, girl. Don't look.
One ticket.
Excited, things like this. I get excited. You wanted to call the last number?
Yep, let T-Birdie.
Okay.
T-Birdie.
T-Birdie.
The last 4 are 9579.
Hey.
You're getting your nails done.
There you go. There you go. And then we'll do another one in just a few minutes because we're going to have a couple of other.
And they do
other-
size.
You see, they do.
There you go.
There you go.
Mr. Jonathan, I'm not going to cut you off because I want you to stay right there. Could you do me the favor of coming on this side real quick and then go ahead and get the little cup and pick a number out?
Shake
and
it.
then what should we do? Which one should we do? Which one
Oh.
should we
Do this.
Do that one. Let's do that one. Let's get it. Watch he pulls his own. Watch he pulls his own. That would be great.
All right. Last 4 9575.
If he pulls his own.
Oh, boy, he did good. Yeah, you did good.
If you don't want it, you let me know. So our next
Mr.
guest,
Rogers,
Miss
give him a
Karen.
call.
Miss Karen's gonna pull,
Pull.
and
Okay.
then Notorious will pull her last.
Awesome.
All right, come on, Miss.
Come
I
on,
don't want
Miss
you leaving yet
Karen.
because I want to ask. I got a question. I got a couple questions.
Okay. Go ahead.
What are we doing?
Buku.
Yeah, there we
$25 gift
go.
card. We're gonna give
$25
away
gift card, Buku
Has to
Blends,
buy
downtown Iota.
I don't
We're
know.
ready for a loaded tea. I got enough caffeine in me.
I know. I'm already like I am
Oh,
here.
Yeah, me
And
too,
if I
but
go
I'm
a
ready
little
to
bit
go
more,
higher.
We're gonna go higher.
Let's do it.
Gizari says, Selene, slow your roll. Go ahead.
Okay. Last 4 9576.
9576.
Oh, now we're
Right? There it
talking.
is. But your wife is probably gonna get the car. No, that's what happens. Like I'm being very realistic, baby. Anything you bring home now, it belongs to your wife. It just happens that way.
That's
Like,
usually
it's
how
a-
it goes.
And then we have Mr. Notorious.
Mr.
Come on up.
Notorious.
Notorious.
Come up,
We
please.
definitely want to thank him. You guys, y'all, he's next, and y'all gonna be excited for that. So while he's pulling that ticket, I hear that you guys have a loyalty card. I am so excited. You guys, you need to tell me
Thank you,
about that. Go ahead. Who was it? Free haircut.
All right.
Did you pick
9574.
95.
So thank you so much to our beautiful, beautiful sponsors. Make sure that you tell your company thank you because we're gonna send them a thank you card. So
Yes.
they
Show
have
that.
a June special.
Yes, that's the.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
This is the loyalty card. If you did not get your loyalty card today and you bought a drink, that
Yeah, make sure you get one.
Make sure you get one. Miss Selene collects them. Give them to me if you don't want them. Not that I come here a lot, but
I don't know about He's got to change that.
make sure that you get your loyalty card, okay? Because we're going to be doing another show from here because we definitely want to do a family night. We want to bring family back together.
Absolutely.
Like, this is amazing. I want you guys to know that this is amazing. That it's all your family right here. That's amazing. I love that. So tell me about the loyalty cards. I want to make sure that I say it right and all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. It's just it's a stamp card. They have 10 spaces, and anytime you buy a drink, $5 or more, you get a stamp. And then after you fill it up, you get your next one free.
I agree. You
I
put yours
agree.
up. I was going to.
I
I was hoping you put it right there.
No, because I know you. You pick up
Thank you so much.
things.
Oh, look at that beautiful.
Oh,
Lady,
that
what
looks
did you get right
beautiful.
there?
Oh, crawfish tail.
Crawfish tail.
Oh, that sounds
Crawfish
good.
tail. That just.
All their teas are good. This is
It's
like the
not
second or third one that I've had.
If anybody gets a crawfish tail, I like to try it. I don't know. A crawfish. Ooh. Okay, that's okay. So you have drink specials every day, or what do we got?
We
going
have
on?
a drink of the day. Usually it's a tea. Sometimes it's a coffee or a smoothie. Sometimes even a protein shake. We'll put it on our board and it explains the flavors and everything. And you get $1 off. Every Tuesday during the school year is our Teacher Tuesday deal.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about. You take care of your teachers,
Yes,
girl.
every
I like
teacher,
that.
support personnel, cafeteria workers, maintenance
I
crew,
love
anybody
it.
that works at a school gets
I
$1 off
love
their
it.
purchase.
Now, also keep in mind they have a full food menu as well. So they do sandwiches, wraps,
Not that I know.
chips. There's fresh ice cream. There are multiple flavors. You want to tell us a little bit about your Italian ice and ice cream?
The Italian ice is something that we started first. We wanted something that nobody else offered in town.
Correct.
So just
Absolutely.
kind of switch it up, give people more options.
Yes.
And
What are we talking? What is
The
it called?
Italian
The
ice.
Italian
Oh,
ice.
okay. So we'll have to try it
It's
before I leave.
dairy-free, gluten-free,
Mhm.
not sugar-free.
Right,
There still is some
right.
sugar, but it gives people
Oh,
a
you
bit
gotta
more
have
And
Options.
also
options.
sensitive. Right.
Yeah. Our ice cream is actually from a company in Missouri that had a bakery,
Oh.
and they started making their ice cream with their fresh bakery
Oh.
items.
Oh, wow.
So that's where we buy our ice cream
That's
from. Fresh
unique.
brownies for the brownie blast.
Oh.
Gooey gooey for the gooey butter cake.
Stop.
Oh yes.
How many
it's so
calories is
good.
that?
A lot. A few. A few.
Talk about that,
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Selene.
That's a dessert item.
Thing, and I can only do 1,200 calories a day.
Okay,
I'm
well,
supposed to walk with this because it's supposed to tell me how many steps. I can add that I'm walking, eating it. I don't know.
just walk around the block while you take
gotta-
a couple
Oh,
bites.
that sounds good. Say that. Look, my mouth is watering. With the brownie. That's
Oh.
the
Brownie blast.
I'm done.
Oh.
You have me.
We'll have to get us some dessert before we leave. It's
We
rough.
do, yeah, we have all the ice cream, the Italian ice, and we have cake, cookies, double doozies, cake pops. We did I don't know if you have seen the Dubai chocolate bars off of TikTok
Yeah, I've
with the
seen
pistachio
those.
butter. We do have a couple in the
Oh,
cabinet
do
right
you?
now. Yeah, we decided to try
Look
it.
at Tammy and I are like, why are you doing this to us?
We may have to break into one of those. We'll have to get one.
Who is doing this?
Yesterday we did a
So-
couple experiments with king cake. So
Oh,
we're going to be trying to
really?
do our own king cake.
Oh.
They
Oh, you're
came out
making your
really
own.
well, yes.
Oh my!
It's
Now
not
that sounds
resale, made
interesting.
in house.
So, are you doing a donut base or are you doing a bread base?
It's the one we tried yesterday was a bread base.
Okay.
But with the stuffings and the
Right.
flavors that we
Right.
have.
Right. I know a little bit about making king cakes. So, you going with like a cinnamon bread to start
Yes.
off with?
Lots
Okay.
of cinnamon, sugar, and butter.
Is it?
Now, I don't know if you already
Is
have
it
a
under
recipe
300
or not,
calories?
but back in the day
No.
when we used to make them, we would mix a little bit of apple with the cinnamon and the sugar and butter. And what that does is gives you an extra sweetness that most people can't really tell what
Right.
it is. You chomp up with some apples into tiny little bits, it may do something.
Apple is one of our flavors. Apple pie filling.
You see that, y'all? We may have a brand new king cake over here at Buku.
Blends.
I know.
What made me think of the king cakes was the Dubai with the
Yes,
pistachio butter inside.
yes.
We're really thinking about trying one with pistachio butter. And
Oh, I never
pistachio.
thought of that.
It's
That
open.
sounds
Come on in.
delicious.
He's going, what are they doing?
He's one of our employees.
Oh, he's like-
welcome.
he's like,
Get
there's a
ready
lot
for
of
the
people
next-
in here. What's
she's gonna
going
be
on?
Ready, okay? He's looking at you.
He's like, oh no, not
Yeah,
today.
Beat red immediately.
Zelly, thank you so very much for hosting us. We so appreciate it. We
Absolutely.
pray that you get a chance to invite us back because we definitely want to
Of
do
course.
a family night and we definitely want to try all those desserts. I am
Oh,
excited.
absolutely.
All right, so give it up.
So look, everybody, they support us, we support them, and you should support them as well. Great company, downtown Iota.
Yeah.
Absolutely, right? We're all family.
And
So
sure you
that
get your coffees at right here because that's
Buku Blends.
Buku Blends.
Just was good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So who do we have coming up?
Oh, someone online said a king cake bread pudding would be amazing. So that may be something to look into. I had a piece of
Oh, I like
that
some
sounds
good bread
delicious.
pudding.
A king cake bread pudding. If Buku doesn't do it, I may do
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do it. All right. Let's keep moving because I know we got time here.
Justin, I don't bake anymore.
Oh, we
I've
need to
given
start
up that
baking.
life.
So who we have up?
Well,
Miss Tammy, you're gonna give us your spot for just a second, babe, if you don't mind.
Sure,
Of
gladly.
course, we have.
yeah.
Do you want to introduce, or should we get? Should we
Well-
get his manager?
Don't you want to do Miss Karen first?
Because he's gonna interview and then tell us about the song, and then we can do the song afterwards. So Miss Karen, as soon as we finish with his interview, we'll interview Miss Karen. And then he'll
Perfect.
start his song.
Oh, perfect.
So,
Perfect.
Mr. Manager,
Yeah.
Josh, come on up, baby. I'm gonna introduce.
Come on in. Yeah.
Before we start, I will tell you these two young men. Yesterday, I had the pleasure. You're gonna scoot in just a tad.
Oh, he's perfect.
Right there.
He's good.
I'm gonna say thank you so much for driving the way that you did, and this is the truth. For those that can, I am gonna put up. I think it's a cash app, or if you want to give a donation today for these young men. Again, I'm asking because I'm asking. They drove a long way in a huge freaking vehicle, and I know gas is going to be hard. And he's doing. The gentleman that you manage is volunteering his time to come all the way from there.
Correct.
So again, we are gonna put up your cash app and things like that. Maybe somebody will help us out, and we appreciate it. So we're gonna give the mic to you. Look in the camera and introduce you.
I just want to first of all, I just want to say my employee, the man who I'm managing, he's been there a lot for me. I can talk to him about literally anything on the planet. He's that type of guy that you can call at any moment, any time of the day, and he'll pick up and come pick you up if you have to and just come talk to you.
We know people like that.
I know. But I want to introduce Notorious. His music speaks for himself. Like he's a very selfless person. He goes through a lot and just understands everybody and everything that you can basically imagine.
I like that.
So coming up.
Yeah. Let's give it up to Notorious.
Woo! Come on. Notorious in the house.
Oh my God, and he has a drink.
He does have
What
a
are you
drink.
drinking?
What are you drinking?
Caramel latte. Tastes like
Caramel
Louisiana
latte.
though.
It tastes like
He
Louisiana.
said-
I love it.
He said this is not Houston.
I love it. It's true.
I definitely prefer the Houston flavor, but that might be a grown up thing.
I think it is a grown-up
Yeah.
thing.
It might be. I don't know. I don't drink
Yeah.
coffee, so
That's what you're missing. You're drinking those things right
yeah,
there.
that's some teas.
Well, I will say, Notorious, Josh, thank you both so very much from the bottom of my heart, including
Absolutely.
Mr. James.
Yeah, we were here last night setting up
We have-
everything.
we have
They
been
were
waiting for
here,
this.
soldiers.
They were. I'm
You
not gonna
know,
lie.
they were here helping set up equipment, set up sound. We had a blast. We had fun. Went back to the house, hung out for a little while.
Had a good
It was
time.
an eventful
Yeah.
night.
Some beautiful
Very
memories.
eventful.
Like-
Absolutely.
So on the show, we let everybody introduce themselves
Huh.
because we don't know you. We want to get to know you. So whoever wants to go first, please do.
Yeah.
I'm not too much of a man of words, so I just like
Okay.
to, I don't know.
Let me
But
introduce him.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
please,
Go ahead.
This
guys.
There
is
we
my
go.
brother Josh,
Yeah.
right? Since 6th grade, man, has been my number one man forever. I'm telling you,
Great.
we used to play games together. Me and him both used to stream on Twitch, right? That was my first check ever, was on Twitch. And the only reason I ever got it was because he used to help me out with every single stream, be there for
Really?
Rocket League,
That's amazing.
telling you.
Go ahead.
right?
yeah,
Y'all were pretty
I did
popular
not
if you
know
was getting
that.
We was
getting
pretty
$1
good.
from stream.
We was both getting paid
Go
pretty
ahead.
good.
Nice.
But it ended up not being for me.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he had some things going on with college, ended up not going.
Life took over.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
completely.
So, things happen. Now we're here where we want to be, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
So,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Tell us about your music. Tell us what brings you inspiration.
So, I started making music about
Mhm.
2021.
Okay.
I used to have these music friends. I used to make clothes before this. I made
Okay.
clothes.
So you're very entrepreneurship. You like
He
to
has a belt. That I
anything
want.
and everything.
That's like $1 million.
I made a bunch of. I used to make a bunch of these shirts, and you know, it just ended up being too expensive. You got to samples. You got to make a bunch. Try to.
You gotta have the right equipment.
Yeah,
really.
and I was in school.
And that's the hard part is getting the equipment together, getting the cash fund to get the equipment to be able to properly make material or to make clothing items to sell and still make profits. Because I mean, the reality is if you can't make 30% after it's all done and did, you're not making any money. That's just the way business is.
Yeah, and the thing with me is, you know, I'm not gonna sell something that I wouldn't wear.
Right.
If I sell something and it's not the quality that I like, it's not gonna work out. Because I like to wear my own stuff too.
Yeah.
Right?
So you don't want to be itching. You don't want to have the bad tags or the stiff.
As much as you know, everyone uses. I can't do the Gildans. You know, it got to be something nice quality.
You have to be something that's quality that you're going to wear.
Some of you take out the dryer and just put straight on instead of having to iron it.
I agree.
You know, I used to do that, and then I had these this little group. It was called 3L. I'm still a part of it, but you know, everyone's doing their own things now.
Right. 3L.
3L. It was Long Live Legends. 3 L's.
Nice.
Right. It's my
Long Live Legends.
It was my friend Tiki, my friend Mar, and then my friend Rel.
Okay.
And it was us four, and you know, they were making music at first. They were doing really good, and then they told me to start making music. So, and I made my first song called "Crash the Castle." Made it with Rel, and ever since then, I fell in love with making music.
Yeah, and, that's your new passion.
I think it's always been a passion. I think I've just always been scared to do it.
I understand.
And I think them pretty much forcing me into it made me realize that that's really what I wanted to do.
Right, and at that point, it took a lot of the fear away because at that point, you're just doing it to help your own soul. I get it. I'm an artist, not musically, but you know, I do my own things, and sometimes you just do it for you.
No, yeah.
Regardless if anybody else appreciates it or what, but no, I've seen a lot of your stuff on YouTube.
Oh,
and
yes, we have.
Yeah, I could see this really going somewhere.
There's a lot of stuff that I haven't put on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube's like a secondary thing for me. I feel like.
Do you have any live dates planned?
No.
All right. You know what that means? Anybody watching, you want to do some you're gonna see a sample of them shortly. But if you want to book them, give us a holler.
Yeah.
We'll get them in touch with you. Get you tied up. You know, you never know. You might be on tour next year by this time.
Make sure you hit him up.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that we give them your email, give them whatever that you guys need. Because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be worth it.
We'll go on the page and post all of their details. That way, he can contact. You guys can be contacted and booked.
Yeah. I have a question, and I got to know your inspirations for your photo covers, because we're thankful that you gave us our first autograph because it's going on our wall.
Yes, ma'am.
I am loving whoever did, because you know I'm a photographer, so I am loving the way that you shoot your shots and stuff. What did you say? I'm not gonna look. I think this is the way I'm gonna do it.
So, whenever it comes to music, right, you always want to have music to have an image in your head, right? You can't see anything, but you can hear it.
Put the mic right here. Yeah.
Right. You
close your eyes, and this is the image that comes.
That's what you want.
Right.
You want someone to be able to listen to your music late at night with the windows down, driving, right? Something where you can just have a feeling. So, whenever I make music, if I don't have a feeling in it, I delete it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So, the whole reason of me making music is showing how I feel. So, whenever it comes to like cover arts, it's always just, you know, what is my idea with this song? I had a song called Love Letter that I made, right? And you know, the song is pretty much a love letter. Josh was actually there for that one. I wrote all the lyrics down on a letter, said love letter at the top, and I burned it. And there's a video, it's a picture of me dropping the love letter while it's burning. Beautiful picture.
Yeah,
right.
I saw that one.
Yep, and that was actually Josh's idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It was.
I like that.
I can't really think of the inspiration behind it, but I really like the idea of having, like, if you're gonna do something, have like a physical copy of it.
Agreed.
So with him, he doesn't write down any of his music. He just like he'll get in the mode. He'll get in the zone, right? He'll listen to the music over and over and over, and then once he gets like words that he wants to say, he'll start saying. He doesn't write anything down, nothing, just pre-recorded. It's all just there. So I know that he does
would
that.
Would it be something called like a free?
Freestyle.
I wouldn't call it freestyle. It's called like punching in.
Yeah.
So
like wherever you feel words need to go, it'll just come to you. Like I personally can't do that, but I know he's really talented, so he can do that.
I can't freestyle though. Don't ask me to free. I'm not giving y'all 16.
So, but you can just come up with something and start.
usually how it goes is I'll find a beat from one of my producers. I get a beat from them,
Okay.
listen to it. If it's like, if I have an idea from it,
Yeah,
you know, you hum it out.
writing off the
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then
But how are you going to remember, like, if you have to go, like, they say, hey,
Oh,
come
you start
sing me
writing
this
it down.
song,
Yeah.
and then you don't know, you don't remember the words. Like, how would you
you never
remember?
forget them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the time that you finish with the song, he would have heard it
It's
like hundreds,
memorized.
maybe even thousands of times. Like
You-
it's over and over
Yeah,
repetitive.
You
No,
listen
like,
to
I
the
can't remember nothing.
the same part hundreds times.
Yeah.
There was a song that I made, my biggest song actually, Angels Abyss. Josh was there the whole time that I made it. 3 weeks straight, I listened to it every single day. As soon as we got off school, every single day until from whenever we got off school
That is
to whatever time I went to sleep, every single day trying to get a verse right for it. And then whenever I finally got the verse right, you know, I ended up dropping it, and it became one of my biggest songs almost instantly.
That's awesome.
Wow. So I'm going to stop you right now. And I need for you
Uh-huh.
to look into that camera right now, because into this camera right here, because let me tell you, your sissy is watching and she says, we love you, Baba. So Emery's waiting for you to say hello. Your mama says,
Yeah, I just want to say, Emery, I love you. Right?
There we go.
That's brother love. That's right. And then Marie, let me tell you, honey, as soon as you
I'm
see
still
that,
waiting on her
that's
to be
like
able to
Xavier.
write.
I've seen Xavier whenever he was pregnant. When she was pregnant with Xavier, and then when I took his first pictures, and then now I'm seeing him now. That's like your sister. You guys are growing up in front of me.
That's forever. That's forever.
It is.
I don't
It is
care
forever.
whatever goes on between us is always gonna be a forever thing.
That's
I'm still waiting on her to be able to write her name so I can get it tattooed.
I love that.
And,
And let me tell you, I don't know if you're okay, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. I can tell you, the way that you have your art, you should see his art. I know a lot of people are gonna say what they're going to say. Oh, tattoos, this and that. This is our bodies, our what we want to do. But when someone has art like you do, and the art that you did on this side, all I can say is that you should see his art that has so much. Oh man,
I don't mind showing it.
So much meaning.
The way I see tattoos is, you know, the same way I see music is always an art form. You always want to,
same way.
You know, you're a blank
Every
canvas.
tattoo's a story, and it means something else.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm telling you. So whenever you bring him back, because we're gonna let you go and get ready. What song are you going to be performing for us so they could be ready?
Oh, we're just gonna be listening to a song that I have called "Us."
Us.
It's it's
Unreleased.
you space.
Is it
us.
about us, like all of us, or just
No,
us,
it's
as in
actually
two people, us?
it's actually about my girlfriend Carla.
You need to write a song about your tia Selene, like. No, I can't. I know you don't freestyle. I'm gonna get you to write a song for me, Mr. Josh. I'm gonna get in touch with the manager. I'm gonna get him to write a song for me. I'm determined.
We could play it right now, and then we can talk about it right after.
Let's.
Yeah, I'll stay right here.
Let's do it.
I'll stay right here.
Move this mic, won't you?
I'll get on your way. So again, we're gonna go. This is live streaming. We're gonna go ahead and set him up, get him ready, and we hope you enjoy. Again, thank you both. I'm gonna cry. You know this, right? I'm gonna sit over there in the corner and cry like a baby because this is amazing. Because I'm watching you grow up, and I'm so proud of you. You understand me?
Yeah.
I'm being very serious with you. I am so damn proud of you. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I really do appreciate it. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna cry. I know I am because I know that his mom and dad are watching it. This is something amazing, you know. And the Grammy goes to.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure it's
But you're gonna make me cry. I'm so proud of you. Oh, let's just listen. Let's listen.
Don't want to say
my God, that's beautiful. So it's like, live. This is right now. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. That's really sweet. Everybody is so- So you just oh, Mario, that's I am very proud of you, baby. I like that. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're gonna write a song about me, is all I can say. And I'll just even do I'll do the video.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why the song didn't post through online, but we will go ahead and post it on our Facebook page
Yes,
as soon
man.
as we finish up here. And we'll have it on our page as soon as they release.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh my
sorry about
goodness.
that.
Man, so I got a question for you. I say that you can we do a live after if we interview our next guest and then you go afterwards and you actually sing live, you can? What are you thinking? You tell me. I am
I
Mario.
don't know.
No, Notorious. I have your first.
I think-
We have his first autograph. You do realize that, right?
Can you just go to the Chrome tab?
No, to the yes. Oh, it's on. I forgot. I'm on. Oh my bad.
No, I don't know. I don't know about performing it. Not
I
yet.
okay.
It's
That's
not.
okay.
It's not completely finished yet.
So again, we are going to up. We are going.
I do want
to
to say though.
Tell me, please.
I do have a lot better songs, but y'all told me to keep it clean.
I know, but
So
we definitely want to hear him.
Kept it
We
clean.
do want to
I got a lot of hyper songs.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you are. I can say you are the artist. You are
Yeah.
the artist. And to me, that's like someone saying, even though you don't have any breasts anymore, you still got to wear a bra. And actually, I don't. I make choices for myself. I can
Yeah.
tell you, I appreciate you cleaning it up for us today because we don't, we're
Right,
learning.
right.
But I can tell you on our next show, we would love to have you guys back. And that's the truth because I would love for you to perform live. And you perform whatever song you want with your own lyrics, with everything that because you're an artist.
We'll set up a
Yeah.
whole show.
Yeah,
just
we
for
have
them
to.
and let them.
We have to.
Play a couple of songs.
Even if Mr.
Look
Jonathan
really
will drive with me to Houston, how much Jonathan? Hey,
All right.
I ain't playing. I'll take some people. We have to get you
Yeah, this is gonna be amazing.
We can run the song back, and then I think it'll play through the stream this time.
through the stream thing.
Yeah, we can try.
We can try. Sure, let's try
Pretty
it.
long song.
You want to go outside and try?
Notorious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah. All right, cool. So we'll let him go outside and test it out.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's try it. We definitely want you to hear this. So we're gonna try it again. Because let me tell you something, these young men, I love that they don't give up. They're not giving up. And I want to say I appreciate all of Mr. Jonathan's family still sticking around, listening to us, and I appreciate y'all. I just want you to know that. I just want you guys to know that. I have so many questions for you now. Like I have so many questions for you.
Don't wanna say bye.
Whatever.
Okay,
I'm
I
talking to you all night. Hope this love is everlasting. Need a dose of you like
Emery,
medicine.
you should be so proud of your bubba, Emery. Lori and Mario. Very proud of both of you too. Thanks
She
for
gonna be
letting
asking for a
them.
barbecue.
Hey, you see what? Better bring her.
I can
Mr. James is trying to test it, and as soon as we get everything done, we download or what have you.
See that our future's so bright.
I am so proud.
Mama, I miss
Okay, now I know that you guys are listening to it now.
We're
We're gonna let you listen to it, and then we're gonna come right back.
I
So.
dreamt of was that when I had to wake up.
Make sure you listen to the lyrics.
Where do I go? You cured my soul. Eyes like a shooting star that just fell out the sky. Lips off like pillows, I'm fiending tonight. They're just so perfect, you make love worth it. Almost gave up, but you brought my life purpose. Serenade me with your voice like an angel. Wanna take pictures of you in all angles.
Miss James, thank you so much for
don't know just what you do to me.
That's it. Now I want to say thank you to Miss Karen as well for being so patient. This is important. I can't. Notorious. Like I'm watching him. We actually have his first on.
I feel your presence from so far away, baby. Please stay. Mama, I want this forever.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine? I wonder if your mom's crying, because I'd be all crying. I ain't gonna lie. Because mamas do things like that. Let me tell you, your parents are so proud of you, Nicole. I can tell you right now. This is. I can't believe this. I just, I look at him and it's like, oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Eyes like a shooting star that just fell out the sky.
I like that.
Like pillows, I'm feeding tonight.
I like that. Houston, Galena Farm. It doesn't matter everywhere. There you go. Oh, you go to Dallas. We are going to Dallas. I know that's right. I know that's right. Again, we are going to be posting the song again on here. We're going to be posting all his YouTube videos and stuff. But I am asking from all of us. I am going to ask you for your Cash App and stuff because you drove such a long way, and that's the truth. Do you mind sticking around and we're going to interview Miss Karen real quick, and then I'd like to get you back on here because I have a lot of questions. Now I have a lot of questions.
I do want to say I don't want any donations.
Okay.
I don't want any donations.
I love you. You are your mother's son. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. To say, oh, it's a good song. That's all I want.
It was a great song.
But they gotta like and subscribe and go get notifications.
You don't even got to do that.
Well, we're gonna make sure that they do because they gotta listen to you.
I need a copy of that.
I know. That's fine. I think that's the song that I would be like driving at night.
With the
that's
windows
yeah.
down,
That's the thing.
chill.
So stick around, and we're gonna get all switched around. 90.
Well,
You better not be going down 90. No. Speed limit right here is 35. 35. The speed limit is 35.
Yeah, you're supposed to triple that if there's no cops around.
Y'all got issues. I thought I had issues. Y'all not on medication.
This is legally a joke, by the way. We don't speak.
Yeah, it's all in GTA.
Yeah, all in
GTA
GTA.
5, all in GTA.
Very good.
You what? What are those code words?
GTA is a
we only
video
speed
game.
in video games.
Yeah, we don't speed in real life.
Okay, just video games. I get it. Okay, I get it. I understand. Okay, so we're gonna get you guys to stick around with this. We're gonna go ahead and bring our next guest, and we're gonna all move around again. Listen, it's live streaming. That's what it's about. We appreciate you sticking around. Of course, it was gonna go over an hour because Miss Selene likes to talk. I'm just saying. Okay, let's get around. Thank you guys again.
Emery, make sure you're not in my room, please.
Your daughter's fussing at you.
Oh, don't look at me.
Yes.
Did you see that T-Birdie didn't come back over here because she's?
You saw that she's hiding, right? Yeah, look, and then she hides. She like swings all the way back. She don't know what she's doing. Where is T-Birdie? She's lost. MIA, missing in action.
Missing in action.
Your information was talking to our next guest.
Oh.
And Justin, don't worry about the police down the road. They're technically like cat a corner, but that's okay. I'm not driving. Not tonight. Not today.
We're being good.
I haven't been caught for anything yet.
Okay, that's good. So
I'm innocent until proven
until
guilty.
proven guilty.
And you got to do a lot of proving.
We're live streaming. We just want to know what you're going to order because we all want to be nosy. We all want to taste your drink. Before you get out, everybody got to taste your drink. Okay, so I am going to let you and Tammy introduce y'all special guest because y'all know I'm going to mess with that last name.
Go ahead, Tam.
Our next guest, we have Miss Karen Scheck-Schneider. Miss Karen, we know her from church.
Absolutely. We've been going to church for
We've been
years
going
and
to
years.
church for a few years with Miss Karen, and she has some things she would like to tell us.
She has an interesting story to share with us.
Please welcome Miss
Karen Scheck-Schneider.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello. You're looking gorgeous. Sister. I just want you to know
Thank
that.
you. Thank
It is
you.
Welcome.
Pleasure having you here with us. And again,
You know,
everything.
Miss Karen was probably one of our first that just straight up said, I want to be on this show.
I know it was a joke, and
Hey,
then
we don't play.
it was
Well,
a
Mr.
joke.
I thought that Mr. Jonathan was going to tell me at first, oh, Miss Selene, I kind of don't want to do it. And I was like, listen, would you like to? He's like, yeah. I was like, get on the chair. Get on the chair before you change your mind. So
I know. And then he wrote me in, and I said yes because there's a
everyone
journey
has
that
a story to tell.
yes, and
Everyone does have a
I
story
got
to tell.
bunches of stories, but
Again, we so thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. And I know
my
that
pleasure.
everybody's thinking, oh my God, it's already past an hour, whatever. But listen, you can stick around because we have. This is our
We're
grand
gonna
show.
do this until,
And we're gonna
and
make
it's recorded
sure- it
online.
is.
You can always go back and rewatch. And
It
if you
is.
have to stop, that's okay.
That's
Deal
okay.
with life. Come back and see us later.
Literally. And after we're still gonna interview Notorious after
Yes,
this
we
because,
do.
again, everybody has a story to tell. And
Yes.
we let everybody here introduce themselves because you know yourself best. So the floor is yours,
Well,
ma'am.
I am Karen Scheck-Schneider. Actually, my maiden name is Bro, and
Like BREAUX.
Yes.
Oh, I'm learning how to spell all those. Yes, ma'am, I am.
and I am married, and I've been knowing Tammy and them and Jane for a good long time now.
Wow. Yeah, it's been
And so yeah, and
a minute.
there's not many people know that I am a cancer survivor.
Congratulations.
In my early 20s. And also my husband is a
Yes, he
cancer
is.
survivor too. Yes, rectal cancer. Just
Yeah.
like
Really?
yes. And then we have the same last name. It was when I heard that I was like, wow,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So yes,
Small
we
world.
are both.
Well, not a lot of men talk about it, you know, like we talked about earlier. And, you know, not a lot of women talk about it either
Well-
because sometimes it's embarrassing. Sometimes it's, you know, it's an illness. We all deal with it. We all go through it, regardless of where it is, who it is, how it is. We deal with it and we're here for each other. That's the most important
And that's
part.
how I was for years. Still kind of am because of where the cancer is and kind of the situation of how it all came about. It's still kind of a
Touchy
kind of a
subject.
private
Right, absolutely.
thing. So yeah, I do hold a big place in my heart for cancer survivors. It's you know, from children, you know, with the St. Jude's and little ones, and having a friend that lost a baby, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, cancer's a big deal.
It is. And I mean, you hear about it more now than ever. Now, I don't know if it was because of our foods now have more chemicals in it, or we just have better treatment plans versus, say, you know, 50, 60 years ago.
yeah.
I think a lot of it is just communication as well.
It is. I mean,
People
we have,
didn't talk
we have
about it as
online
much.
now, and now information can be shared across the world in
And
ways that
Facebook.
it never could before.
Open a portal for people to really start talking.
Right,
about,
just like us. I mean, this Facebook opened a portal for us just
Yeah.
to start talking.
Yeah, so it does, and which I like that you guys are doing this because it is y'all as a vessel to help other
Yes,
people.
absolutely.
And talk about touchy things, and even if someone doesn't want to come on the show and they have something they want to talk about, they can just say, hey,
Correct.
you mind this being your subject for your show?
Absolutely.
And then
We are
people
down
start
for that.
chiming in,
They
and
do.
it helps out. That's how it helps with,
I think that Mr. James is correct as well, but we're just taught just to keep it in the
To
family.
keep your
Right.
emotions
Keep your
down.
emotions
and
in
to
check. Keep it in the family.
Wow.
And that's private. We don't need to tell people that.
It takes
And
a lot of
I
courage.
also think that talking about something, the
I do
more you
too.
talk about
I do too.
something, the better you deal with it.
Correct.
I agree.
Right. And that,
Well, then you're not dealing with it alone either. Because that's one of the hardest parts. People go through things alone, and the next thing you know, they're fighting depression. They're fighting anxiety because they've kept it all
and
bottled in.
that's where I am today. And
Yes.
so, as the new year started, I starting a new journey on trying to get better at that. Of course, you pray and you pray and you pray for
Mhm.
God to send you these messages or these things that happen, like the show
Yes.
today.
Yes.
So it opens up. So everyone makes a list of what they're going to do for the new year. Well, I have one, and it's every morning now I wake up and I sing one day at a time.
That's right.
Sweet Jesus,
And
because
well, that's all we can deal
you
with this
can't
today.
say-
You can't deal with
right.
tomorrow.
And when you have your list, it's baby steps.
Correct.
So my first thing is I'm going with my devotional and
Mhm.
reading, and I'm making it mandatory in the morning. You
like
you,
that.
you fall
set
back
your
on
day.
that.
Absolutely.
But you can't do the whole list at
Right.
one time.
No,
it's
you
baby
have to
steps,
baby
and that's where
steps.
people fail.
Correct.
And so, see, well,
I
it's
agree,
true
too.
though.
But it
People try to
is.
do it all at once. Take it one step at a time. Start with God first,
Correct.
and then everything else will start to fall
It will
into
fall in
place.
place.
So
Right.
that's what I'm doing. Yes, and so whenever, although it was a joke that I said I'll be your guest, it came at a right time. It fell
just
into
lined itself
place
up. Right.
for me to because this is what I need. I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. I'm ready to let that go.
Right.
And so I'm ready to evolve. I'm ready for my journey to begin. I've been doing so much for so many,
Yeah.
and I have
Oh,
been
man.
shut in a shell. Yes, and I need to break out of it. I need to
I completely
take
understand.
care of myself.
I agree.
I completely
Do for
understand.
yourself.
I'm on a
I
similar
need to
journey as
put
you.
me first. Yeah.
Last year,
So did you have your depression, anxiety after you found you were diagnosed with cancer, or did that start before? Or have you always been?
No, it started later
Later
in life. I was really young whenever I got cancer, and of course, I guess I was married to my first husband, so of course there was the issues
Of
in there, and
course, of
I'm sure I
course.
did have some depression or anxiety, but it's not to the level
Not
that
to the yes.
as
Agree.
it has been for
I agree.
these past years.
Yep,
Mhm.
So,
I agree.
and then of course it really, I think really started more so is when my husband got diagnosed.
Oh wow.
And so
the
that
extra stress, the
that
extra
added
everything.
to it, because then
Right.
you have this whole thing. You've grown and you're older and you have all these other issues and to deal with, plus dealing with that. And the type of cancer he had, there was stuff that we had to do, that I had to take care of for him.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
this
he
is
has
for-
2 daughters. They couldn't. It was
Yeah.
Right.
because of what it was. So
Right.
it put a lot of
Strain.
stress and,
Mhm.
and I got more so depressed. And
I always did believe that it's not only the person that goes through a lot that has cancer,
Exactly.
but it's also the caretaker that
Yes,
goes
that's very
through just
stressful.
as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Jamie has shared that
With mom.
a lot
Yeah.
with mom.
having to be able to take care of her while she went through her sickness and everything.
Right. Right. And a lot of time people don't realize that there's especially when you're family, you're one.
Right.
So you share that. You
partake in that
you partake.
illness.
And then I was not, I find at the time, sometimes just not the best caregiver, because I get so aggravated and angry because.
And I guess that's a side we kind of don't see, because I can tell you, that's why I talk about
it's
Mr.
hard.
Jonathan all the time. When I look at Mr. Jonathan's post and I see where he's at all the time, and he's always he's just having a good attitude about absolutely everything. And it's like, I didn't even ask him, like, do you suffer from depression now that you're going through all this, or do you do it by yourself or whatever? Because I can tell you, I do it by myself. I am the most happiest person in front of the camera, because I wouldn't have said that you suffer from depression. You look so happy when you come in, and like you were all ready and excited. And then we start sitting down and we get to know each other. And then I sit there and I start looking at Mr. Jonathan. He's like, wait a moment, like, am I missing something? Because she's hiding it really well.
And it is.
But
Yeah, we all
Yes.
Whether y'all believe me or not, yesterday, Notorious and I were talking with Mr. Josh, and you know what he told me? And this is, I had to bring it to my own attention. He was having a day or whatever that he wanted to go eat food. I can't tell you the restaurant, but he told me that he sat there drinking a tea with his Bible open. That's a young man. That's hard to accept, because you look at a young man opening up a Bible or whatever, it's like, oh God, he's a boring person, whatever. But it made me think, I haven't opened up that Bible in a long time or what have you, but we really hide ourselves. Really, I wouldn't have, man, I promise you, I would have said you suffered through that. I thought you was the most happy. Again,
I am like I said, I'm an M&M, and there's this coating you put on the outside. Nobody would ever know that.
Right.
Sometimes I'm in bed crying. Yesterday was a couch day.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot. It really is a lot. And this morning, I wake up with anxiety. I have really bad anxiety. But yeah, I suffer from depression. It and other.
How does it feel right now, this very moment? I am a person of moment. How does it feel saying it out loud?
It feels good. And that's why that's why I said this is what happened here. What's happening here today is what I need. It's what I needed. That. I see. I said earlier, I don't have any friends. I have friends. I don't have. This is. I love this. Like,
there you gotta come join us all the time. We love
we do this all the time.
What I need. You know that. But I've always. The reason I always felt like I didn't want to burden. I don't want to burden anybody with myself. So I don't want to sit down and say, you know, Tammy told me at church one day because something, I was probably something depressed with me, and she said, you should have called. And I just don't. Like, I'm not going to say, hey, you know.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
and I
good
think
today.
sometimes it's because I'm in the state of mind or the stage I am that I can't give back that to someone, and I want to be able to do that. Now I'm a good I'll listen, but
when it comes to us,
so it's like I'm not in that state where if you're broken and I'm broken.
It's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
I like that. I get using that one.
Yeah,
blind
so it's
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. So if you're broken and I'm broken, what do we do?
You just be broken together.
We can be broken together. And I mean, I may have good days.
But the concept of not having to do it alone, regardless of what it is, can be an inspiration to get up and make toast instead of sitting on the couch.
Right.
And I get it. Trust me. I've dealt with anxiety. I've dealt with depression. Even as a caregiver, I completely understand that as well. Because if you don't stop and take care of yourself, you can easily slip into a negative mindset, regardless if it's anxiety, depression, anything else,
Right.
because you're not tending to your own needs, because you're pushing your own needs to the back to take care of someone. Where you have to remember, sometimes you got to stop and breathe for yourself.
Right.
That's hard.
Well, it does, and
It
it's
is hard.
taken, and it is definitely taking a toll on me, health wise. I suffer from high blood pressure,
Yes.
and it's been. And my dad died young. My dad died at 56,
Oh,
and of a heart attack.
yeah.
So I need to start taking care of me and
I
putting
like
me
that.
first,
Isn't it
because
easy
I
for us to
might
say
end
that?
up.
Right,
why.
right. Well, you
That
want
may be- I
to
may be
take
that
care of it
statistic
now to
of-
where there's less likely of a chance
Yes.
of something being an issue later.
Yes. So
I think that was myself though, because I didn't want to. I tell him and Tammy all the time. Every single time I have to take my depression medicine, I feel so weak because I feel like I can't control that myself.
you can't.
And I should be able to. I should be able to. I get sick of people saying, "You get over it. You're gonna be okay." I can't be okay without medications. They feel
No.
it. They already know when I don't have
Right.
medicines. Oh God, please, oh, God. I know the problems that I have, and I have to be a nice person because I want to go to heaven. And if I don't behave, I'm not gonna go. But that's the reason why I don't like many people, Miss. I'm not. Now I have to ask a serious question, and if you choose to pass on, we can just say pass, and I am that person that will pass on. Do you take medications for it now?
Oh yes. Oh,
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
I've
because
been
that means
on. Yeah.
we got issues, and we're gonna be
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to be okay. Well, we all have issues. I think that unfortunately we get into a mindset, not just us sitting here, just us as a humanity. We get into a mindset that we always have to present ourselves as okay. Regardless
Literally.
if you are feeling embarrassed or that is shame on your family. You know, we always feel the need to just always put on that okay face and walk out in public. And I get it. I completely understand it.
Yeah.
And in some situations it's needed.
I'm a crier. That's what I
But
do. I cry.
there's
I get
also
mad, I cry.
times where you have to get down with your people or your tribe and be like, look, I'm not doing good today.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
just
I'm
want to be
telling
here,
you.
but I'm just not doing good
I'm
today.
And then too, and sometimes you just don't. Sometimes I just don't want to talk about I
Right.
just.
And that's okay.
I'm
You
just
sit on the
telling you.
couch
I
and
don't
watch
want
TV
anybody
with a friend.
to how do you? I'm okay. That's all you.
Well, that's all you
I'm
Right.
doing
say,
well.
you know.
Because if you stand there and you say what you really
Literally. See, they're gonna be like, you were hanging out with Miss
literally-
Selene too long.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
then it's like okay, well then sign up for that.
Well,
Right.
it's the fact of being judged.
Correct.
Exactly.
Right. We
It's
all
the
have a fear of
stigma
being
that's
judged.
put on you because your mental health is at a at a low
And
level.
you know,
yeah.
the sad part is most of the people that we are concerned about judging us really don't matter. They don't pay our bills. Their thought process doesn't actually matter to our life. It's
Literally.
not going to change our life
Yeah.
one way or the
And
next.
that's
But
what
we
my-
still deal with it, and we
Yeah.
still have that mental thought that, hey, we can't do that.
and that's what my journey into what I'm gonna try to accomplish is that it's
I think
not
you
it's
can.
if-
Oh, you
I
can.
know you can.
I tell
I
what
know
it is.
you can.
We can accomplish it with you because you can come on this show whenever you
I'll
like.
come
'cause I
back
can
and
tell
let
you
y'all
this-
know where
Absolutely.
where I
Anytime
am in
you're
my
ready,
stage
just
in my
come.
journey.
Because
Or even if you just want to come
if you
hang
just
out.
wanna come hang out.
We're together Tuesdays and Thursdays every week.
I might be doing that.
Come on. We're right down the road from it.
People don't want to talk about this, and that's the truth. We're going to be having a lot of topics that people aren't going to want to listen to us, and we're okay with that. But we will tell you, we are not going to be here. We're not therapists. We're not official doctors. We're just telling.
We're just
our
people who care.
stories that we're going, everything that we're going through, and just kind of want to share it together.
Right.
literally.
Well, you
So-
want to try to help other people, but the thing is, and if you go to a therapist and they say, well, the first thing you do is you need to talk about
Right.
it. You
Right.
need to get it out. You need to put it out there. My thing is talking to people who
You're good.
care
I just moved it.
Yeah.
about it.
Well, and
You
I've
can
done
talk
some
to
therapy.
deaf ears all
Yeah,
day long.
correct.
Oh, I like that.
But
Oh, I
when
mean,
you're talking
certainly
to
with-
like
yeah.
this,
And of
Right.
course they're
You
going to
got
care because you're
somebody-
paying them to care.
Exactly.
But at the same time, whenever you
But they're not
sit in
gonna
a group,
care.
but they're not going to care,
Right.
right?
Right.
But you were paying them
You are.
to care or to show some
Right.
type of emotion towards
Right.
you. But whenever you sit in a group setting or with somebody
Agreeing.
that you know
And
and
you
agreeing,
touching somebody else through this, or
Right.
Mhm.
they may be able
Absolutely.
to give me or say something. Hey, maybe try this or do this, and it's going to take me a while because I'm still sheltered. Like
Of course.
I don't
Yes.
go anywhere. I don't do any of that. I take care of my
Come hang out with me for a
grandbaby.
minute. You'll be going everywhere.
my
ma'am.
well, I got my grandbaby every day. My precious little.
We'll all be twerking
Mhm.
together.
She likes to
Tammy.
dance.
There you go.
Tammy.
Shout out to my KK girl.
There you go.
Oh, KK.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. We will definitely love to have you
Wonderful.
on the show again, and we'd love to have your husband as well because again,
Oh,
that meant a lot. Well, again, Mr. Jonathan opened up a lot of doors right now.
Right.
For the simple fact that it takes somebody with courage, it's like yourself, coming on here and literally telling us about yourself. Like
I'm shocked. Like this is like
I love it.
I'm
I see her shaking. I want to
I
take her
am,
hand and be like,
I did a milestone.
It's okay.
Today. I did a
You did.
milestone.
You accomplished
today.
something.
you did great.
You did wonderful.
You-
I tell you,
you.
this. And
I feel
we're
good.
glad that you shared because we want you back. And I'm telling you, you have a story to tell, Miss. And just because you're going to walk out of your day, we definitely want to have you back.
Yes.
Again,
Thank you,
I would
thank you.
never not. You look amazing, like all
Like I got it all together.
like
Right.
you have it
No.
all together. Yes, ma'am.
It's broken on the inside.
Most of us are.
It's
Most
It's
of
okay.
us are. We just kind of don't want to say
It's
it, but we
broken
will
from
say
head
at
to
this
toe.
table, I can tell you at this table here, it is. We all have the same problems now. Give me just a second because it is my husband, and I got to make sure that he's
You
okay.
better go
So
check
ahead.
it.
You better,
You know, one thing
answer
about
that, girl.
therapy that I've dealt with in the past is that some subjects you just don't want to talk to a stranger about. So you have to develop a certain amount of security with that
With
therapist,
that, yeah.
a certain amount of trust, because just
Exactly.
because by law they're not supposed to talk about you or your case, you still think in back of your head, oh, they're going home to
They
their
went to
loved
get a
one.
drink.
They're
That
just
lady
gonna
got
laugh
good
at
shoes.
us, or
Yeah.
you know.
Renee knows I got
So
good shoes.
sometimes
Still my
talking
friend,
with a
Renee.
friend, or sometimes talking with a family member, it's easier simply because you already have that base
I
of
agree.
trust that this isn't going to go anywhere, or they're not going to go home and make me a joke later, because what I'm dealing with is real.
Yeah.
Not
I mean-
everybody has that family to do that.
That is true. You're
That's
absolutely right.
I don't.
And I'm not discouraging therapy by any means. I'm
No.
just saying that is another milestone that has to be reached
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
with therapy.
Because not everybody has
You're right.
a capable family.
Well, that
to-
and sometimes they
help
just
out.
can't handle those conversations.
It's
either.
hard.
Yeah.
And you
No,
know,
but yeah,
your
I'm telling
family
you, it's
members that
hard.
can't handle them
Exactly.
conversations.
There's some family members that are like, okay, just get out of it. No, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I am so grateful. We are so grateful to have
Thank
you
you.
here. Miss
Thank you
Karen.
for having me.
I'm sorry that I can't say your last name, but I'm gonna practice
Snyder.
it. Check
Check
Snyder.
Snyder.
There you go. Look, you did
Check
it.
Snyder. I'm gonna practice
You
it.
got it.
Send Miss Selene
You
some
go,
hearts
girl.
if you're listening.
Literally, I'm Sheck Snyder. Did I say it right?
Sheck
Yeah.
Snyder.
Sheck
You did it.
Snyder. Again, Ms. Sheck Snyder.
Thank you so much.
very
Thank
much.
y'all for having
love
me.
to have you again. You let us know whenever you're ready.
Absolutely.
Okay. Give it up for Miss Karen. Miss Karen. Now listen, we're gonna get of course we got
This is true, Justin.
lots of
My
questions.
office does become a therapy
It
session
does,
at times.
it does. I love. We gotta keep it 100.
Well, this isn't even at work, Miss Selene.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, my office is that office where everybody
Everybody
goes to
knows.
when they're angry, they're
Do you
upset,
have coffee?
they're frustrated, or they just want to complain about
Do
something.
you have coffee in that office?
No,
Oh, we
no,
gotta
you
get
have to bring your
coffee
own coffee.
Y'all ready?
I usually have
I'm
energy
ready to
drinks and
talk.
water.
I'm ready to talk. I'm ready. I have questions. Let's bring back Mr. Josh and Notorious, and we'll finish it up. And we're almost ready. Oh my gosh, our time, like we have gone over, but it's
No,
okay.
we're
I don't
like-
care.
We're like an hour and a half
It doesn't
over. We're
matter.
good.
I don't have a life anyway. Like I am loving this. What am I gonna
Yeah.
go home and clean?
Yeah.
No. Fix your mics. Fix your mics and
Water. Blah, 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 blah.
Mike, I am speechless. I was not expecting that. I want you to write my wedding song. I'm going to be getting married next year. No, not next year. What am I doing next year? I'm having my quinceañera next year because I'm going to London this year. And so next year I'll have my quinceañera.
Well, maybe you could perform at your
You
quinceañera.
should perform at my
I can perform.
quinceañera.
That's fine.
In London?
In London, we should.
Oh.
I can't afford that.
You can. You can. We can do it.
We'll have to figure it out at the time, but we'll get it.
So we were talking about your music.
Yeah.
How you got inspired, what you were doing, where were we at? Because I have the question of is that for me?
Oh.
I have my question of where you got your name. Because I'm already thinking of a name for myself.
I don't know. I came up with it when I was in like 7th grade. So my name on Instagram used to be Notorious on Codeine, right? But obviously that's drug related.
Wait, go back. What is? I heard. I heard you say that, but I didn't really hear it.
It was Notorious on Codeine.
Notorious on Codeine. Well, why would you want a name like
Because
that?
I'm a huge fan of Future.
Okay, I got that.
Future,
okay.
right?
Okay.
Future, you know, he used to be the Zombieland man.
Okay.
But then I got banned on Instagram. So
for the name.
So you can get banned from social media.
Yeah, I got banned because of my name. I didn't post anything drug related. Everything on there was just music. Got myself banned. I appealed it. They declined it instantly.
Oh.
They're like, it's the same guy. Boo. No.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
I actually think someone, got me banned.
Got you banned.
But
Boo
I
for them.
can't say anything about it.
Well, that's
I
just
don't know.
boo. So listen, my main guy right here, because he's so good at this. That's why, because if any way possible that you may go ahead and read all this stuff, because that's where they can get a hold of them. Because you're the one that has like all that video.
Well, actually, I have all of their contact information, and instead of trying to read this to you right now, how about we just post it on the page afterwards? That way, if anybody is interested in reaching out to y'all to book a session or have some fun or whatever, it'll be all on our Facebook page.
Literally, we're gonna make sure we have all your phone numbers, and your emails and stuff. So, in 7th grade, you came up with that name and they banned you.
And I kind of
so you get banned. Damn. Do you have? So you just go by Josh?
Yep,
okay.
Josh.
Because I was thinking maybe you got your name banned too.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's just me. I do want to say though, whenever you start making music, the hardest thing is to actually start doing it. Because I found out every single person on the earth hates the way their voice sounds in recordings.
That is true.
Right? You listen to it and you're like, oh, I didn't think it sounded like that. You get insecure about it.
I am insecure.
That's the biggest thing is just starting it, right? And then, once you get into it, you realize like these people who are going to be listening to it are going to hear what you got to say.
Right.
And it's going to go out the next year and they're going to forget about it in the next 15 minutes because they got their own life going on, right? Of course, you're going to relive that moment. Oh, my voice cracks, right? But no one's going to remember that.
That's true. You're absolutely right. They're going to remember the words, the way they made, way that you made them feel. That's the most important part of a song.
They might let out a little giggle, but as soon as they get on the road, they thinking about, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner?
Right.
Not all this.
That's true.
Right, and then I also find I've mixed music before, and I've run live sound at churches and a couple of other gigs and stuff like that. The way that you hear yourself is not the same way that everyone else hears.
I am telling
you. It's because
you have to you have to actually relearn what you sound like away from the way you hear yourself.
Yeah. So another thing with that, like whenever I first started making music, I took about 2 years. So I first dropped my first song. And that was because, I wanted to learn every little thing about my voice. I listened to my voice, raw vocals, right? Just straight voice every single day, trying to learn frequencies, learn what needs to be added to my voice, what needs to be gone from my voice, right? And, that's why I took so long to release my first songs. And ever since then, I've been kind of inconsistent making releasing songs.
How long did you take before you released your
about 2 years?
2 years.
About 2 years until I released my first song. My first song was released. Actually, I didn't release a song. I released the EP called "I Hate You."
Yeah.
Okay.
On I think it was January 17th of 2023. On the same day that Lil Yachty dropped his album.
Okay.
Great album, by the way. Great album.
That's how he remembers it.
Of course, I remember that.
Awesome.
I remember that because that's one of my favorite albums to this day.
That's crazy how we remember. I like that.
So it was on the same day I dropped as Lil Yachty. Listened to his album, I was like, man, no competition.
Right.
So then right after that, it took me like 2 months, and then I think it was April or March. where I dropped one song every week, every Friday for a month. And then that's whenever Angels Abyss really popped off.
So how many songs do you actually have that? Okay, for first question, because I get excited.
Yeah.
When you guys are awesome artists. So you have all this music. Do you have music you haven't dropped yet?
Hundreds of songs.
Just like the song they played today, it's not on their YouTube.
It's not, so when is that coming out?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
Day. I have my album is dropping on Valentine's Day. It's called I Hate You Too. It was supposed to drop in January.
Yes.
Obviously, it's already January. I'm not done
with
it.
That's okay. Right. That's all right.
It's okay. We're still working.
Valentine's Day. It's called I Hate You Too. Pink Hearts. A little bit of a continuation of it. Different feeling. It's supposed to show some character development in there from a year ago from now.
And that is dropping in February on Valentine's
Day, the
that's
14th.
My anniversary. And that's also your mom and dad's anniversary. Shout out to people who have anniversary on Valentine's. I didn't really want to get married on Valentine's because that's just so cheesy. But then I was like, yeah, that's the only day.
Are you doing a release party anywhere?
Yes. Are we really?
I haven't planned it.
I don't know. That's February the 14th, man. You could get with a nice club in Houston. That would be a nice release party for Valentine's Day.
The thing is with clubs is the music I make isn't for clubs.
I understand. Okay. It's more for riding, chilling, just hanging out.
I like to say I make music for girls.
Makes sense.
That's what I like to say. I like to make music for girls. Obviously, it's my life, right?
Right.
So, I tried a couple club songs. Not really my thing.
Okay.
Some of them were pretty decent. Some of them weren't. But if I were to go into a club and release my song, I think it would put a kind of like a weird image on me. Like, I'm making these love songs and then I'm going to a club to promote these love songs. It kind of contradicts my whole reason of making the song.
I understand. I got you.
Hey,
just a live venue.
So like if I'm making a song about, say like the song that I just played was about Carla, right? My girlfriend Carla. If I were to get that song, I would play it in the club. Every single woman in there hears it. It would contradict it if I just made the song just for her.
Yeah, that makes sense. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
You know, you're writing music, not just you wrote that for her.
Yeah.
Not for the world.
Yeah, and it's for both. I wrote it for her. She hears it first, and now the world knows that I made the song.
But it's about her, for her.
Yeah.
Right. So, the inspiration behind it.
Yeah. So
thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
And the way I see, being an artist, right, is you always have to have this image, right? It don't matter how you decide to perceive yourself, but if you show, one side and then show another side, it doesn't really work out. So you always got to show this one thing. That's why a lot of my cover arts are just me, right?
Right.
Because I want to show like, this is about me.
This is you.
This is who I am. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. And that's for me to say I'm speechless, there's an issue. I have to, yesterday, there was your nephew asked you, why do you have a pencil in your head? And let me tell you something. I wouldn't have said that's why you held it. I just thought maybe you forgot about it, but I don't know if you've seen that he had a pencil in his head. So you said something about when you think of something.
He likes to write it down.
Okay, so yes, but it's also partially because I do forget it's in my head a lot.
Yeah.
I'll put it in there, and then a couple hours later, someone will mention it, and I'll remember it.
Yeah.
But I have a very bad memory, so every time I think of something that's important, I try and write it down. This journal I got from, I think it was my college. It was something for college, and they gave me this journal, and I was like, that was before I got my girlfriend, right? But now I kind of use it to just write down things, do little drawings, write down like little notes for my girlfriend or whatever.
I like that.
And so the front half was for school, and that was when classes were still going, but I'm on breaks now. So I try and use the majority of it to give myself a platform to like release what's on my mind. Because every time that I try and talk, even now, it's not what I want it to be. And not saying that I'm lying or anything, it's just I just don't really know how to voice what's going on in my head in like actual words. So writing stuff down is so much easier because it's like I have to think of these words and I have to like actually put in thought to these words. Like you can think words and then say them, but then when you're writing, you have to actually sit there and write them and then look at it and like, is that what I want to say? And the majority of the time it is. So it's a way for me to express myself in a way that I understand. Because when I talk, most of the time I'm not understanding what I'm saying.
That's
yeah.
That's true. That is true. But you called him a ghostwriter, and that's what I had to go Google on what that meant. Google.
Yeah.
Google.
I had to go look at that, what that meant.
Yeah.
So if he comes up with a line that he can't think of something else or whatever, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Then you come in and he just comes to your head.
Yeah, it's the thing is, it's so much easier for me to write for him than it is for me. Like he'll spend hours and hours, and like I'm listening to him do it, but I'm doing my own thing, and then he'll give me like a 30-second, maybe 15-second clip of what he's saying, and then it'll just pop in my head what to say next, and I give it to him, and he loves it, and it's like he won't sugarcoat anything he's telling me. So if it's like, oh man, I'm not gonna use that, he'll tell me.
Right.
But like, but every single time
Yeah.
that like I give him a piece that I come up with, he's like, yeah, bro, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
And like that helps me because sometimes it's just stuff that I'm thinking. So like I'll just come up with something random and he'll say that's good. And I'm like, that's what I would just, that's something that I keep to myself. So it's basically like helping me help him.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
And you're and you're also letting it out as well.
The way it usually goes is like, I'll make a song because he'll be watching me make the song every time. I'll make a song. There'll be a part where I listen to 4 or 5 times. I'll tell him, hey, what do you think I should put here? He'll put something there, and it'll be his way, and then I'll try to turn it into my way, right? So
cool.
No matter what, he'll always get a writer's credit for it, right? Which you just put your name on the song, which means that he wrote some of it. So if he helps me with songs, I always give him a writer's credit, 50% of the song. And it always goes like that.
I love it. I love that you said ghostwriter because I had to go Google. I was like, what?
Yeah, everyone got ghostwriters.
Is he haunted?
Well, most people have writers.
I love.
Everyone has
love
ghostwriters.
writing.
A lot of people are just
I love writing.
scared to.
That's why I had asked you yesterday. How do you do it that you don't write your songs down? But that's
me,
talent, honey. Because
I think whenever it comes to writing, you like to overthink everything. Oh, should I do a double entendre here? Should I have this do a double meaning into my next line? I think whenever you start doing that, you overthink it. It starts becoming forced.
I like that.
And then, once you find a beat, it makes you feel something. You say what you're feeling. You say what you're feeling that day. And then it just goes on from there. That's how I've been doing it the whole time. I've never written anything ever.
Is there a favorite song you have?
I don't think so. I
like that.
One thing I do have to say is my biggest song at the moment, which is Fill My Heart, my first song I ever dropped. I hate that it's so big because it's the first song I ever made. And I know I could have done so much better on that song.
Why do we criticize ourselves like that?
But that's what you need to do.
Right. Yeah.
That's what you do to grow.
Yeah.
That's what you need
but
to do.
Not so much to criticize.
That's why I'll always ask everyone.
Work.
I'll criticize my work. I'll be my number one critic.
Right.
People won't tell you the truth. That's the problem.
I think it's because we from my understanding, they tell me they don't want to hurt my feelings, and I'm like, why? Just be honest. Like, be honest. Like,
to be fair, there's a lot of people who can't take it.
That is true.
I agree.
There's a lot of people who've been told yes their whole life. They're told yes.
Cheers on that one.
Well, and a lot of people have a different perspective as well. So if you really stop and think about it, others talking about your work of art, regardless of what it is. Usually when you write a song or you make a piece or whatever, it has your emotion involved in it. And it usually has a theme, something along that lines. Well, not everybody's in that right mind space or in that period of time in their life to come back and say, oh, I really felt that.
Yeah.
But later on, when they are going through that and they come across your song, they're like, oh, I really feel that.
There's a lot of people who will listen to a song and not really care.
Right.
So
until it hits them, until they do care.
It's not really that. It's more of until someone that they look up to sees that it's something good.
That's true. So you're right.
If someone's like, I don't know Josh, right? And I show Josh a song and he's like, oh yeah, it's pretty decent, right? And he'll live his whole life not caring. He'll be like, oh, I told him his song was decent, but I didn't really like it, right? But then say as soon as he sees like, I don't know, Kanye or someone say, oh, that song was great. That's whenever they start listening.
Right.
They start being like, oh, you know what? This dude
they
was
need
really
validations for their own likes and dislikes.
That's what a lot of people have.
I'm telling you, I think I didn't listen to the beat. I'm learning to listen to the words. When I went to your YouTube and I started listening to the song itself, and actually, whenever you were showing me, because he has this computer set up and all the music that was on there, like we were just clicking and clicking. your words are powerful, because I felt like that's what I was feeling. There was one song and I can't think of the name, but I felt like I was talking to Mr. Roger, Mr.
No,
James.
I know.
I was about to be telling him
So-
exactly what I was feeling. What song
Right.
was it? Because you know what
That song is called "My Heart's Your Home," dropping in Never Worry.
You're never gonna drop it?
Never, never, ever. Going straight to the recycling bin.
Recycle.
Yep, on the computer.
Come on now.
Straight to the recycling bin.
Why?
Yes. Why?
Why would you never release it?
That
It's
that was
too private?
Me. That was me. That was
No.
my. He said the words. I wanted to tell my husband, you better listen to this song, but
I
never
didn't feel
gonna.
anything making that song.
I got
That's the
you.
problem. Is
I understand.
I would never put something out that I don't feel passionate in.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
I love
I
that.
didn't feel anything while I was making that song. That song was I made that song actually to
Look
get
at
me
you.
out of a writer's block.
Okay.
You know, that song isn't about anything.
Basically like a practice,
But it was-
something to get you in the
it
flow of
meant-
being
That's
able
how
to
it
be
is.
creative.
You
it
do it
meant
for so
to
long,
me.
you start learning how to talk.
Right.
You start learning how things go instead of just saying whatever. You know,
Right.
that song's dropping in Never Worry. It's going straight to the recycling bin. It'll probably never be
Well,
heard
you know
again.
what? I tell you this. I'm glad I had the honor and the pleasure of listening to it, because it's everything that I want to say. Everything that I want to say, I had to. And even Emery was like, "Let's go listen to Bubba's music." I was like, "Let's go listen."
She still says that to
Let's
this
go
day.
listen. Let's
Yeah.
go listen.
To this day, she still says that.
I
I actually can't stand that song.
can't believe that.
I can't.
I can't, but we need to rewrite it. Let's work on that, because I hate to hear it.
Maybe just take
But
the
it's
words and
understandable.
pass it to another artist.
No, it's
Would you ever do that?
See,
Would you ever
and
do
now
that?
we're talking. You know, it may not
Okay,
be
so
something that
the
you
money-
ever want to turn around and actually record,
I have no.
but there's a
Okay.
lot of people who write for others
Actually,
and sell the song.
I had a song that I made. A lot of my songs that I is me trying something new. I'll give it to someone.
Right.
So I have a friend. His name is CBTK. Right.
CBTK.
pretty good.
I want a name like
Um,
that. CBTK.
I won't lie. There's a lot of songs that I send him, and he's just not the right fit for it. But I'll
Right.
still send it to him because I want to see what he could do.
Right.
Because that's my boy.
Right.
I had a song called Turbo. It's a jerk song. That's something that he does. I don't do it usually. Send it to him. He made a song out of it. Released it. I told him, don't even give me credit for it, bro. Just take it. It still had my voice on it. I still wanted my name on it. I didn't want to.
Right.
As long as I had my name on it for what I did, don't give me no percentage of it. I gave it to you because I think you would be better with it than I would. There's no reason for me to be selfish enough, especially whenever it's someone who I know that, you know, is trying to get better, is trying to try new things.
Well,
Right.
I'll tell you this. If you ever have a song that you would like for Mr. James and I to sing for you or work it out, we do it.
Absolutely
We'll be your
not.
backup singer.
That'd be bad.
Absolutely
That would
not.
be bad. That would
Like,
be bad.
No.
Never.
That would be real bad.
One thing, whenever it comes to my
Forget
music,
it.
very picky with who I put on it.
I like that.
Very,
And you
very
should
picky.
be.
You
I-
should be. It's your craft.
There's a lot
It's
of
your
people. There's a lot of people who have offered to pay me hundreds of dollars to get on songs, $100 for me to get on their song. I don't think any of it will sound good.
right.
Ever.
That
And,
makes sense.
If
I like
you know
that.
you're talking about songs with talking about sex and all that, that's not what I make music for.
Right.
Right. That's not what I make music about.
I like that you have.
I don't thug. I don't do none of that. If you're gonna try to get me on a song like that, you're gonna have to pay me a lot of money. So
So, who are your inspirations for music, if you have any?
DJ Primo. It's my
DJ
uncle.
Prima. Mhm.
Yep. I think he died in 2014, 2012.
Mhm.
Okay.
Long time ago. He was like my first introduction to music. I remember I was telling my dad that I wanted to be a rapper back whenever he was alive.
Okay.
And Christian DJ out in Houston. Unfortunately he did die.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I have songs and songs and songs acting like I'm talking to him. You
I
know,
like
Oh, that's cool.
that.
I like that.
that's my biggest inspiration. I always think about like where would he see me at? Or where would he be at if he was still alive, and where would I be at
Right.
if he knew that I was trying?
Man, you're
You know?
deep, dude. I love
That would
this.
be cool. Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
So, of course, the question that a friend of mine asked, her son is trying to do music or whatever. What is advice that you could give him?
Be consistent.
That's what it is.
That's
really.
everyone. It don't matter what you do. You always got to be consistent. Don't be scared to take criticism. That's the thing. That's how you get better as a human, right? Always ask people, hey, do you think this sounds good? And surround yourself around people who want the same thing.
I agree.
That's
I
what it is.
agree. And as manager, what advice do you give to these all the new artists that are coming out that don't have a manager, and somebody wants to say, hey, listen, I'll do your music for you, come on?
You can't trust everybody. Most of the people you think you can trust, you definitely cannot.
Right.
Because as soon as you start to make a little change, then they'll definitely change up in you. And I know there are some people that won't. Like, I don't like to, be conceited or anything, but I'm a very upfront person. I'm not gonna do anything behind your back. Mario trusts me. I trust Mario. We trust each other with our lives.
Oh, you have to.
So,
yeah, I like that.
like, you can always put trust in somebody, but it may never be reciprocated, and that you will never know until it's too late. So you gotta
make sure you hang out with the right people and get a good manager.
yes, because it's always it's always a gamble.
And of course, let them contact you if you're available.
What about any thoughts to those that are not artists but want to pursue more along the lines of what you're doing, management and setting up gigs, setting up, paving the way for his art to continue forward? Because that's a craft to its own. And I mean, I realize you guys are young, but from just speaking with y'all today, y'all are truly masters of your craft. So you've studied this, you've looked into this, you've figured out who you are, which is the most important part. You have a lot of people that get rich and famous very quickly, but they don't have a concept of who they are. So they end up releasing music that's just not them, and they don't feel it. And then before you know it, they go into a negative mind space, and
that's a problem with all art.
Right. At some point you're trying to please somebody else instead of making this with your own inspiration. So what kind of tips would you give to someone wanting to go into a management role, wanting to bring one of their friends, their brothers through that pathway? Because that's a craft to its own.
Honestly, it's kind of the same thing as, if you flip the script. If you're looking for someone to manage you, if you're looking for someone to manage, it's all about having that reciprocated trust. Because, I mean, things aren't always going to go right. You may have a song that blows up and then have a song that just tanks. Right. And you got to stick with each other throughout everything. I mean, you can look, you don't want to look too far. Like right now, me and Mario, we have our, he has his following, but he's not like up there. So you can't look for things that, you're going to cost too much money, or they're not going to pay for you to travel. Right. So you have to be realistic with your standards. You got to find people you got to find like places that'll take you, that are around, or a little bit above where you are. Because you can be right here, and then you can find someone like in this area that's equal to you or above. Because you don't want to find anybody. I'm not saying waste your time,
but you want to continue growing.
Yes, you want to grow as much as you can.
Facing forward, you want to grow, and you want to keep climbing higher. You don't want to backtrack. This train isn't going backwards. It's a one-way path, and it has to go to the next stop. The next stop may be 10 miles away. Next stop may be 300 miles away, but you're headed towards that next stop in one direction. You're not going backwards.
Only direction is forward.
So with that being said, I know that we've gone over. I'm Notorious. We're going to let you say your shout-outs to whatever you have to say. We're going to give you the opportunity to do the same, and then we'll say our closing. We are so grateful for you being here.
Yes, thank you so much.
You have shocked, I am really freaking proud of both of you.
Thank you.
I really hope that you get a chance to come back on the show and then do a live performance. I'll pay you. I don't care what.
It got to be a stage.
We got it. We got this.
It got to be a stage, a venue.
We got this. Because I am determined to get.
Performance is going to take some payment, though.
It is. I get it.
Performance is going to take some payment.
That's right.
Wow. Wow. So your shout outs, and we'll get our stuff done.
It's Notorious ! On all streaming platforms: SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora as well. Everything. I think it's even on like Musi and stuff. Yeah. Everything. It's Notorious NTRS on Instagram. Also, if you need construction at your
that's what I was talking about.
Now we're talking.
Make your money, baby.
If you need some construction, let me see a paper. Let me see a paper.
Yeah,
that's right. Y'all better call my nephew right here.
If you need some construction done in Texas, 832-210-8884. Texas Top Notch Construction. Anything from foundations to roofs. I'll even pick up your trash, bro.
There you go. What? Now we're talking.
Y'all better call him.
I'll do anything.
He could probably write a song for you whenever he's cleaning up and doing whatever.
Right.
Texas Top Notch Construction. Listen, you better call him. We're gonna make sure that we.
That's my personal phone number. I'm always answering.
He will.
It don't matter what time of the day is, I'll
So
answer.
we're gonna make sure that we put it on there.
Yep.
We'll put it on
I
the
got one more.
page.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Feedman Brothers Against Cancer, Motorcycle Club, Brothers Against Cancer, raising money for all types of cancers, benefits, anything, sell merch. Nonprofit organization goes straight to cancer survivors, people fighting cancer. If y'all want to support Facebook, everything.
There
Nice.
you go.
TikTok
I
as
like
well.
that. There you
Get
go.
us links and we'll post it on our page. That way we can share
will.
everything.
So let me correct that real quick because we have to correct it. Firme is a motorcycle club. They're not an organization, but I can tell you everything that they get, it does go back into the community, and that's the truth. Like that, all hands down.
Mhm.
But they're not an organization, so don't come saying, "Oh, we need a tax ID number." No. They are a motorcycle club that goes to different benefits and fundraisers and stuff, and they go and help out. You know what people don't understand, whenever you have to hold a fundraiser, which we're going to be doing for Mr. Jonathan pretty soon, it takes money, it takes time, and it takes people to come together.
Correct.
Nobody needs a thank you. I think it's exactly what it is. Nobody needs a thank you, but that's what Feedman does. They go out and they go and buy whatever they need to buy to make sure that fundraiser goes as planned. And we will definitely put the link up, and we thank you for that. Of course, y'all better call my nephew, Texas Top Notch Construction. He can get it done. Mr. Josh, your turn.
I just want to shout out Notorious for giving me the opportunity to do this. This is my brother. He's been my brother for over half my life. And it's just, without him, I wouldn't be here. Like, I wouldn't be doing the stuff that I'd be doing. I wouldn't have the things that I'd have. Because, honestly, he's an inspiration to me. It's like,
I like that.
Don't make me cry, bro.
Just working with him on his music, seeing him work hard every single day. Every single time he makes a song, it's truly inspirational. And it helps me get out of those little slumps that I'm in when I'm stuck, not knowing what to say, not knowing how to think about something, not knowing like what to do. I can always ask him for help. I can always lean on him to, give me a ride and, just get me on the path. And I just want to thank him for that.
There you go.
Yes, and my parents for putting up with me when I do stuff that I know I shouldn't be doing. And my girlfriend. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you better tell that girlfriend because she's gonna be like, "Wait, baby, you didn't even say my name. You didn't even mention me."
Say my name.
Okay, so again, both of you, thank y'all so very. I am so impressed with you. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank y'all so much for being with us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh no, we love it. We love your music. We're gonna try to go ahead and broadcast you guys on our page. Anything we can do to help you guys, let us know. If you need us to come roll to Houston,
we're rolling, honey. You ain't got to tell me to that.
We're not ashamed, no.
Any venues.
There you go.
Right, venues, holler at us.
Any song.
Notoriousbusiness@gmail.com. Notoriousbusiness@gmail.com.
There you go.
There you go.
Somewhere
We'll
in there.
post everything on the Facebook page.
Absolutely.
James and Selene Show on Facebook.
It is. Listen, thank you guys so very much to absolutely every single body that came out and gave us their good wishes. The sandwiches, the chips were amazing. The drinks are great.
Amazing.
And
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Buku Blends in downtown Iota, Louisiana.
Miss Shawnee for the gift certificate.
Yes.
Miss Kelly for her gift certificate.
This is downtown.
Say it again.
This y'all downtown.
Downtown Iota, baby. We're fixing to get you to go down. Yeah, you only get to go there.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is all you got.
That's it. Listen, make it a great evening, a great
day.
It
We're
is-
still there. We got a whole
it is
day
your
left.
Day, not ours. Go do something with it. We love each and every one of you just like Jesus does. Make it a great one. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.